You know what time it is. It's time for Late Nights with Santana. So sit back, get your popcorn, tap the screen, and enjoy. Throw me off big time.
Oh no. So here's what happened. I was earlier tonight I was in Jones Live and Jones's Live and like three guests, like three ops back to back said, "This is why we can't see eye to eye. Why don't you want to see eye to eye with me? Eye to eye." And I was like, "Oh, eye to eye. Now I want to hear that song."
I
Do
don't
you
know what
remember the
song
Goofy
that is.
movie? You don't remember the Goofy
Mm-mm.
movie? You don't remember the Goofy movie?
I mean,
I'm gonna
I
keep
wasn't
asking you
a I
until you
wasn't a huge
remember.
goof. I mean, I know the movie, but I wasn't a huge Goofy movie fan.
You don't remember Eye to Eye by Tevin Campbell?
Yeah, no.
Don't
I
make me
mean,
feel old.
like I know
Don't
it,
make me
but
feel old.
I don't know how. What is that? I don't know
That
the
movie.
actual movie like that. Why is it so?
I don't
Let
know
me
how this
change the
night's gonna
screen.
go, Santana.
Yeah, I know.
I
What's
don't
going
know how
on,
this night's gonna
everybody?
go.
This night is gonna be great. We
I
in
don't
here.
know
We
how
in the
this is gonna
building.
go. You don't
Yeah,
know eye to eye.
yeah. No, I mean, again, I never really watched a Goofy movie, so
I'm not gonna sing it. I just
what's
wanted you
going
to
on,
play it.
Kay? Yeah, I don't know about that. Plus, now I've started recording, so we're past the
Oh,
yeah. So that's why I play the music and then I stop and then you got it, Black Historian. Okay. I play music and then I stop and then I start recording because I upload it to the YouTubes and they got the copyright stuff. So
that is
yeah,
true. White Dragon 23. I guess you have nothing else to do but
I
sit here and
know,
listen to
I
us.
know you're
Like, be
here.
for real.
What are you talking about, bud? Uh, Javon, what's going on, my brother? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, okay. So listen, guys. We have a lot of new stuff that we're going to be rolling out. Like a lot of new stuff. A lot of new stuff. I'm super excited for everybody to be here this evening. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate everyone and your time. So we want to get the ball rolling, right? I hope you guys, Erica. How does that look at the top? Can you see? Can you see that? Do I need to move that? The lights where we are up in the top right hand corner.
Top right hand corner?
Mm-hmm.
I see it on the left hand on my side, right under your name.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, it shows on the right for mine, but you can see it. Okay.
Yeah, I can see it okay. We're at
Okay.
763 right now, so keep
Hey,
tapping, guys.
hey, Gabe Gaines. Please don't use capses for mods, and you're not a mod. Sorry, bud. You can see it. All right, all right, guys. So, Erica, do you want to tell them what our goal is for tonight for likes?
Yes, our light goal tonight is 250K. We can definitely do that. So get to tapping. Tap, 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 tap.
Yep. We want to knock that out the park, and even more so. So we're at a thousand likes now. We're at 1,000 likes now. We want to open up the box. We want to open up the chat. We want to talk to people, but we will now start opening up the boxes at 10,000 likes. So once we hit 10,000 likes, anybody can come in and we can talk. All right, but we gotta tap, get those likes up. So let's tap the screen, share the live out. We do have our daily gift goal, which our daily gift goal is the Tiny Dinies. So if you want to send anything, please send the Tiny Dinies. Also, we have our daily donation goal of $100. My Cash App is Santana. I'm sorry, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. All the links are in the bio, but it's Santana24. Hey, thank you for the cap. Appreciate the cap. A cap on the cap. uh, yeah. Anyway, daily donation goal is $100. And you know what? Hey, for the most part, especially because we're rolling around like we're here for 3 hours, and there's hundreds of people and thousands of people that roll in and out. So if everybody just donates $1, then boom, we'll hit that donation goal. Also, guys, we have a sub goal. We're trying to make it to 75 subs. Um, yeah. Erica, David, we got a sub while we weren't even live. We had someone,
Oh, awesome.
yeah, we had
Wow.
someone subscribe while we were not live. So we last night we were at 70 and today we're at 71. So we're rolling. Yeah, but let's keep going. Tap 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 the screen. As soon as we hit 11,000 likes, I see there's people in the queue. We'll start letting people in. We'll have some conversations. But let's get up to 10,000 likes. Once we're at
Yeah.
10,000 likes, we'll let people in. Hey,
Yep. If you want on the panel, keep tapping.
let's
Tap,
do
tap,
it.
tap. You can
We
tap while you wait.
we can get 10,000. That's easy. Hey, E. So did you see? That's as many people that were at a rally. Okay. David just sent a sub. Okay. Okay. Apparently we're in a sub wave already. Boom.
Hey.
Shout out. W. David. Yeah. Hey, so did you see Kamala Harris's rally today?
Yes,
Were you able to?
actually, I did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So did you see? So well, let me ask you the question, and then David, I want to hear from you as well. Um, what was something that caught your ear or your eye from the actual rally?
See, she did a few. I could be petty sometimes. So some of the stuff that she said, like to Trump, caught my eye. But I actually wrote. I took notes while I was
Did
watching.
you?
I have yeah, because my recall is awful. Like, so I have to take notes in order to remember stuff.
Yeah,
It's yeah, I'm just one of those people.
I
All
get
right.
it.
So I know she mentioned that her tax plan that she has for America is, per economist, is going to keep inflation lower, of course, than Trump's. And also, she talked about the 50K to small business owners, and it's actually it's a deduction. It's a startup deduction that we
Yep.
already have, but right now it's only $5,000. She wants to increase it to 50,000 to cover those costs, and that actually would help a lot of people cover those expenses and keep that money in their pockets. So I
Yeah.
like that. I like that a lot.
No, that's big. I mean, I love how, so they had been talking about how she's going to roll out more of her economic plan. So I think that was really huge, the fact that she actually spoke to that. So that was a really great thing. I don't want to give away mine yet. David, did you catch her rally from Pittsburgh?
No, but I was in Diva's
Ah,
stream. I
we
usually
love
hop in
Diva.
there.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
W in the chat for Diva, everybody.
Yeah, just looking at our economic plan. I mean, like a lot of these seem amazing, especially piggybacking off of the tax increases on the rich. I think that decision is going to make a lot of sense for these other economic plans she has, for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely, definitely. I think that, I think that there were a lot of things that she hit, and I really, again, I really like how she rolled out more of her economic plan.
Hmm.
The one thing that caught my ear, right? Because there were a couple of things, but the biggest thing that caught my ear was when she talked about incentives to businesses, right? And so one thing that they are gonna do is remove the degree requirement for
I wrote
certain
that down.
jobs. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
federal jobs. Yep.
Exactly. So federal jobs, they're gonna remove the actual degree requirement. And speaking as someone with 3 degrees and multiple certifications and all this other stuff,
Yep.
degrees are so overrated.
It's very much so.
They're so overrated. So I think that's going to open it up. And then the other thing that caught my attention was how she talked about incentivizing companies to actually distribute the wealth to their employees, meaning more
Yep.
bonuses, more raises, stuff like that. And once they do that, then they get an
Hmm.
opportunity to actually get those tax cuts that they like so much.
Yeah. I really like the degree part, because as a person, I have an associate's, I don't have a BS or BA. And I won't say what I do, but I have a pretty good career and I like what I do. And so I think basing it more so on skill and merit, is the path that we do need to take, because there's a lot of people out there who didn't have the opportunity to go to 4 year university, but they are more than capable of doing the work,
Yeah.
and they could be a benefit to these companies. So just like Kamala said, hopefully, if she does this with on the federal level, hopefully the private sector follows.
Exactly.
And yeah.
Exactly. Hey guys, so just to let everybody know what's happening, we're at 7,000 likes, At 10,000 likes, we will start bringing people into the panel. So as long as we tap, we got another 3,000 likes to make it to, and then we will open up the panel. And I would love to hear from you guys. Erica, you want to talk to some people, right?
Yes, I do.
I know that's
I
right.
do.
David, you want to talk to some people too, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Buffy came on to Diva's stream, and they were saying like MAGA was off the chains today, so
Yeah.
we might see something.
You know what's funny is they've been pretty emotional lately, and I don't know what's
Very much
happening.
so.
I think the fact that they're scared, right? When especially MAGA men, right? MAGA men, they get scared and they get really emotional, and they kind of lash out, and so I think that's what's happening at this moment. So I don't know. I don't know. What else was I
Afraid
gonna
of
say?
losing that power.
Yeah. Hey, so I do have another question for both of you, right?
Sure.
Do you guys watch Donald Trump rallies or, interviews or videos or things like that?
David?
There's one time where I saw on my For You page on YouTube where he was live, and as soon as I joined it, he was talking about immigration, and then that was the moment I left. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's there's only so much you can withstand with that man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. And so what I'll say, well, first and foremost, we're officially at 11,000 likes. So I'm going to update the
Hey.
likes on our like counter. So we're at 11,000. Our goal for tonight is what, Erica?
250K.
250,000. So 250,000 likes. And the inbox is officially, I'm sorry, the panel is officially open. So if you want to come up and have a conversation and talk
I
to us,
say you better
please,
not say
please,
your
please.
inbox is
I
open.
know, no.
Management gonna have a
Listen,
problem with that.
listen. You know how many weirdos I get in my inbox right now? Like it's
I believe
insane.
you.
It is
I believe you.
crazy.
I don't even check mine.
Yeah, no, I do. But so I asked the question because I do actually listen to Donald Trump interviews. I listen to his interviews. I listen to his rallies, all that stuff. Thank you so much for the heart me. And I'm just a huge believer that like if you don't listen to his information, how can you know, right? And I only say that because there's certain times where thank you for the heart, me Kay. There's certain times where I listen to other people talking. They're like, "Oh, I don't know what Kamala Harris is doing," and of course I don't listen to her or whatever. And I'm like, okay, if this is like, if you're saying that, okay, this is your competition, this is who you want to beat, you're trying to best them, then you have to actually know what they're talking about because speaking from a point of ignorance is the worst thing that you can possibly do.
I read
So,
about them. I'll read the news. I won't. I can't right now. Just can't bring myself to watch him because I've tried, and it's just he just rambles.
yeah, he does. It's hard. It's even harder to actually read the stuff that he talks about. And so that's the thing that gets me. Like I'll try to read his his Twitter posts and all this other stuff, and it's
Hmm.
just it's insanely hard because it's so many run-on sentences and it's just like a bunch of nothing.
He'd be like, "Those are words.
Yeah, those are words.
Those
Those
are
are
words."
words.
Yeah, I'm just afraid if you watch him too much, Santana, you might start understanding him.
Yeah, no, listen, what is it? Know thy enemy, right?
Yes, my auntie says the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So before we acknowledge the people that we have on the panel again, we since we hit our opening panel goal, we are good to bring people up. So if you're interested in sharing your opinion on any of these amazing topics, or you want to actually talk about Kamala Harris and her rally today, or Donald Trump and his lack of rally. There's a couple other things that I want to get to, but feel free to come up. We're going to try a little bit of a new format, and I want to make sure that we're doing this to get a bit of consensus. So is that Kat or is it Kai Taylor? How do you say that? Kai Taylor?
It's K.A. Taylor, but you can just, it's cool.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, KA. And just to verify, are you a Kamala Harris supporter or a Donald Trump supporter?
I'm a Harris supporter.
Okay.
My state's in North Carolina, so I'm one of the quote
Ooh.
unquote battleground states. I have a crazy Republican running for governor and a sane Democrat,
Oh, we're
and
gonna get into
it's
that in just a second because I have to talk about him. Good stuff.
yeah,
Mark
Um.
Robinson?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Just the way I've
one
been,
second. Hold on one second because I want to
yeah,
make sure that I get to. Is it Emory? How do you say Emory? Is that correct? Mr. Johnson? Mr. Johnson. Thank you for hearing me. Is that you, Mr. Johnson? Are you there?
Childish.
Mr. Johnson, are you AFK?
What does AFK mean?
Hello?
Yes.
away from keyboard.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank
Hey,
you.
Mr. Johnson, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. I didn't know I was on.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
sir. Yes, sir. No worries. I just wanted to verify, are you a Kamala Harris supporter or a Donald Trump supporter?
I am a Vice President Harris supporter.
Okay, okay, we right there. Perfect, perfect. And last but not least, let's just go ahead and get Dash because we got Dash up on the panel as well. Dash, how are you?
Uh, Wonderful. I hope everyone's having a great night. And I'm for Vice President Kamala Harris
Okay.
because of the facts and the evidence show me that that's a good way to go.
Okay. All right. All right. So we level set. We have three Harris supporters on the panel at the moment. We're going to run through this. And guys, please, 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 if there are any Trump supporters that want to get up on the panel, please feel free. I know it's kind of safe and it's comfortable down in the chat. And, you don't have to defend anything that you're saying. But I promise you, we won't bite. Come on up. Let's have a conversation. We're at 17,000 likes. Let's go ahead and hit that. Let's shoot for 30,000. 30,000 because we got to put up 250,000 tonight. So let's go ahead and aim at 30,000. And you know what? 1 second here. Let me just go ahead and get Shamrock in. We'll go ahead and grab Shamrock as well. So as Shamrock spins, hey Shamrock, how are you?
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I am good. I'm good. Hey Shamrock. So I just want to get a quick introduction. And just to verify, are you a Kamala Harris supporter or a Donald Trump supporter?
Um, this might be. This is the blue team, isn't it?
Well, yeah. But I'm welcoming all people up. So Kamala Harris and Donald Trump.
Okay,
This is a safe
that's
space, my
fine.
friend. Whichever one. So you are voting for.
Um, I'm for the red team actually.
Okay. All right. That's perfectly fine. I'm glad that you came up. We're going to talk about it, my friend. And
Okay.
again, this is a safe space. No worries. Thank you for coming up. All right,
Yes, sir.
so we lost someone. Okay. Kay, let's start with you, Kay. So you're in North Carolina and you got Mark Robinson. So let's talk about it, my
Yeah,
friend.
sure. Mark Robinson has been an insane guy for quite some time. The stuff that's come out isn't new, or to how he says he wants to do stuff. Again, it's the same man who says it's so. Some people just need killing, and
Hey, whoa,
um,
whoa, whoa. Real quick,
sorry,
just to everybody, yeah, let's make sure we're using TikTok friendly language.
sorry.
Unalive, pew pew,
Unalive.
all that
I
good
mean,
stuff.
but that's a direct quote from something that he said. That's
Oh yeah,
not
no, no, I
like
know exactly what you're
hyperbole.
talking about.
But also, um, the same thing with Mark Robinson is right now. He's currently under investigation for frauding the welfare system while he had a business. As soon as they started finding out about the fraud, he closed his business immediately.
Hmm.
Like this man's been clearly been made off the memes and loyalty to Donald Trump, and now it's like a house of cards all falling on him.
Hmm.
But he still refuses to give up the nomination, and there are still people in the state who is like, "Yeah, Mark Robinson, our guy."
Hmm.
But he really shouldn't be if you're saying that values and morals matter to a man who doesn't have any. But again, I think the apple of that tree has fallen from the tree of the main guy who doesn't have any morals or values. Um, I don't understand the appeal, but that's just me. And I do really try to look at things on a more independent lens, but right now, with the way things are, there's one party that has nothing but children in it, and there's another party that actually, whether you agree with their viewpoint or not, are acting like adults. And I'm kind of tired of seeing that we demand rules from one side and that they have to have morality, and the other side just gets to get on TV and say what they want, and it's about celebrity and nothing really happens. Again, I might be alone in that sentiment, but that's how I'm currently seeing it.
Yeah, no. So I definitely want to talk about that, and even more so, I want to talk about what I want to hear what Shamrock thinks about that. But before I grab you, Shamrock, real quick, because I want to say hi to Portia. How are you this evening?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. And Portia, just to verify, we're trying a new process. I just want to make sure where everyone is so we can level set on the panel, and we're not completely imbalanced. Are you voting for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump in this election?
Kamala Harris.
Perfect.
I am in California,
Oh,
and yeah,
okay.
yes, I'm
Okay.
voting for Kamala Harris.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. And I want to get down to I'll just say good. Good. How are you? I'll just say good.
I have an echo. Can you add me if I drop real quick?
Yeah, just go ahead and drop out. Drop when you drop those. Swipe out of the app, and then good. If you can still hear me, swipe out of the app, and then come back in. Okay, so before I get into my thoughts and where I think this is gonna go, especially with North Carolina, Shamrock, just to ask you the question. Are you keeping up with what's happening in North Carolina with the Republican governor nominee? Like, how has that landed on your radar as someone being a Trump supporter?
As far as North Carolina,
Yeah. Do you know what's going on with Mark Robinson, the North Carolina Republican for governor?
no, what happened?
Oh, you missed a good one, my friend. Okay, so Erica, would you like to explain Mark Robinson?
I'm sitting here watching a video about what Kay was just talking
Okay,
about.
okay. Well, I'll go ahead and take it.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I can explain it if you like.
No.
But
It's all
Look it up.
good.
Mark
I got it.
Robinson, he's,
So
he's their token black.
yeah. Well,
No,
it's worse than
I
that.
can explain that. And he calls himself. I know what he calls himself. He called himself a black schnazi. He is. He is awful. He's awful. It's like they don't do any research before they pick these people. They just go, oh, a black. And then it's like they just pick that person and hope for the best. And then people still support them because they're not a Democrat, because all they're looking at is labels. They don't care about policy or anything else of that nature. It's just labels. But I was looking at this video, but I'll come back to it. It's about basically the alt-right playbook.
Yeah.
And how, like, yeah, when Dems go high, they go low.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the Dems are expected to go high because he mentioned the Democrats being a party of adults.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was watching
I
that
don't know
video.
how to use this.
Oh, no worries, buddy. I'm gonna place you on mute
that
just for a
thing.
moment,
But
okay?
the truth is,
All right. So Shamrock, just to give you a little bit more of background as far as like Mark Robinson, right? So Mark Robinson is a Trump backed candidate for the Republican Party for North Carolina. He is someone who has a very kind of shady business history. His wife and him basically are being investigated. Well, were being investigated for funneling money from different not government assistance, child care programs. They were in charge of like daycares and all this other stuff, and so money was funneled to him. But he's a known bigot and racist, and he's a black man, right? He has been on record of saying that he thinks that women should no longer have the right to vote. and it came out that he is not only openly racist and bigoted and things along those lines, which is weird by him being a black man, but also he's very transphobic and LGBTQ, all this other good stuff, right? But then it came out that apparently he has this like very large history with corn, right? That's the TikTok language. So we're not talking the food. Replace the C with the P. So he has a history with corn, and he used to go apparently to like a corn shop every single day. So much so that they had a spot set up for him in the back where he would just like eat and watch corn. Then it came out more recently that apparently he was very active on internet sites, right? These chat rooms where he would go into the chat rooms, corn chat rooms, and talk about how he wished that we could bring back slavery, that he is a black Schnazi, and also that he is into trans corn. Right, he said his words exactly. It takes the man out with leaving the man in. Right, so all of this other stuff. So there's a whole big thing that happened, and the Republican Party wanted him to pull out. And for anybody asking who, this is Mark Robinson, the Republican the Republican nominee for governor in North Carolina. And so they asked him to pull out, and he said, not going to do it. So he passed the deadline, and all of his top aides, Republican aides, completely left. They said, we can't do this. Donald Trump still has not pulled his support, so he's still backing this guy. He's polling really low in North Carolina, which is a huge issue because North Carolina is a battleground state. So it's making Donald Trump look bad, and it's also making the Republican Party look bad. So now with getting you up to date on that, Shamrock, I just kind of want to get and I know it's kind of a hyperbolic request, but just in general, as far as the information I've been able to give you so far, any thoughts about Mark Robinson?
Ultimately, it's just a distraction. The most important thing now I just focus on is being a provider. I mean, the inflation is through the roof. I mean, what this guy chooses to do in his personal time is his business, but the economy is suffering now. And the only thing I hear from like the Democrats is that they're cleaning up Trump's mess. But reality is that we have to deal with what's in front of us. That's the only thing I can like fathom at this point.
Okay.
So I have a question for Shamrock, if I may.
Yeah, go right ahead. Shamrock, do you mind?
Go ahead.
I get what you're saying. We have to deal with the mess in front of us, but in order to find the qualified people to deal with that mess, do we not have to look at what they did in the past to do that?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to go by the record, I mean, it's been 3 years of us dealing with Harris and Biden, and now at the very end, we're getting lip service. But I think overall, you got to start moving toward the future.
Diddy's a good guy.
The last 3 years has been total chaos.
Yes.
It's
I mean, the way I kind of see it, inflation's been up either way. It's not one guy or the other. It's just the system as is. And where we are recovering from COVID. And if you want to say stuff about inflation, we have the lowest inflation rate of all modernized countries. So it's not like inflation is just a thing that hit the U.S. It hit everywhere. Again, I'm not understanding why we want to put somebody in charge who, when he was a president, had 4 years of chaos, and then want to redo that cycle because we just don't like the approach that somebody else has taken. I think records matter, and well, as far as North Carolina.
You're an idiot.
Hold on. Hey, Rip.
Jeez.
Dumb.
Just hold on for a second, buddy. We're going to give you a chance to talk. Just hold tight.
You might as well have a Ukrainian flag. And,
Rip,
what is happening?
Rip,
Guys,
if you come
neither
up
one of you have
again,
been...
I'm going to drop you.
Yeah, just chill out for a second. I'm going to introduce you in a moment, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak. Let's just have a little bit of impulse control, guys. Just hold tight. Let them finish what they're saying.
I'm
And
sorry.
again, I haven't
No
called
worries.
anybody an idiot, and I'm trying to have this respectful
Yeah,
conversation.
no,
So
you're good.
I
You're
thought all
good. Go ahead, my
that
friend.
wasn't necessary. Rip. It's just I'm asking, like, when you're looking for people who say that, hey, inflation is an issue, wouldn't it be wiser to trust people who, I don't know more about numbers and seen this sort of stuff, and also want to keep the country together? Help me on this one, Shamrock. I would appreciate that.
Yeah, and I wanna give Shamrock an opportunity to answer, but before we do, I want to make sure that we acknowledge the two people that just joined. So I'll start with I'll just call you Won't. We'll just say Won't. Won't, how are you today?
Hello, I'm doing good.
Good, good, good. Won't. So just to verify, we are checking in. Are you a Kamala Harris supporter or a Donald Trump supporter?
Trump.
Okay, perfect, perfect. All right, give me just one moment here. And Rip, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good.
Good, 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 my friend. And Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
Kamala.
Okay. So are you being genuine because you sounds like you said her name incorrectly on purpose?
Kamala?
It's
Kamala.
Kamala, my friend. Kamala
Uh,
Harris. Can you say Kamala?
Kamala?
Yeah, see, there it
All right,
is,
you
Rip.
playing too much.
Like again, I mean, just to
Jeez.
be disruptive, that's all good. Anyway,
So
Shamrock, those are your people, my boy. Those are your people.
exactly. And Shamrock, I wanted to ask you, and I'm sorry that I missed it again. I was watching that video. Are you in North Carolina also?
No, I'm in Georgia.
You're in Georgia.
Another
Okay.
battleground state. Okay. All right.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, Shamrock, I will let you respond to Kate, and also won't if you want to chime in and give your opinion after Shamrock, you can do so as well.
Um, it's like every time I get on like I guess the blue team, I hear something. It's like everybody defends on how to pronounce her name, and everyone has all these policies. But the reality is that it needs correction. I haven't seen this lady in years, and now that Biden is not willing to do this anymore, she's like, the head runner. But I have no knowledge of her. The only knowledge I've had of her is she's the vice president, and now she wants to do things for everyone at the very end of the election. Other than that, we didn't hear anything else from her.
Yeah, no, you know what? That's a good point. So because
No,
she
it's
has been
not.
the hold on. That's a good point. She has been the vice president for the last 3.5 years, and you can definitely say, oh, out of sight, out of mind. Shamrock, let me ask you a question, my friend. What does the vice president do?
But what does the vice president does? Hopefully their
Hmm.
job.
What is
What
their
is
That's
their
job?
job?
their job is to be the vice president, to be delegating things right along with the president. But
That
most of the time, people tell you the vice president doesn't do anything; it's up to the president. But if you're on the same team, you should have some type of input. That's
okay?
my most important thing that I would emphasize
Okay.
dealing with that
So
situation.
Right?
to
Can I
clarify the
interject?
question, Shamrock, to clarify the question,
Can
per
I
the
interject?
Constitution, what is the job of the vice president?
What are the key responsibilities and of the vice president? And I'll give you a clue. There's two. There's actually only two things.
To do the job, do the job, and do the job. I mean, when I'm out of construction, I had a team. We all were in it together. Like it's always some type of infrastructure that we all have to be on the same team. If it's not on the same team, it's not going to work.
Yeah,
If it
no.
starts off right, it'll end up right.
Yeah, no, that
Can
sounds
I
awesome,
interject?
Shamrock. That does. And I am a team player myself, right? So Erica here, she's my co-host. Shamrock, can you say hi to Erica for me? Shamrock?
Hello, Erica.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, no, I get it. Like she and I are a team, right? We do this together. We have certain responsibilities and all this other stuff. But the vice presidency is a little bit different, right? The vice presidency, they have two duties, right? duty number one is to be ready in case anything happens to the president to actually take over. Right? So, that's the thing. The other thing is to be the president of the Senate, overseeing the Senate. And so when you talk about what Kamala Harris has done, one, she is clearly ready to take over for President Biden because she is stepping up to actually run since he's no longer running for president. But also, two, she is the president with the most tie-breaking votes in U.S. history. She's been one of the most consequential vice presidents in U.S. history, including help getting passing the vote to help get the first black woman elected to the Supreme Court. And she also helped influence monumental legislation being passed. So when you talk about what she did, first and foremost, vice president technically only has those two things to do. But secondly, they are limited to what the actual president allows them to do. So it's nice to say, oh, we're a team and we need to do this together and blah, blah, blah. But technically, that's not what the vice president does. David, quick question for you. Do you know what Mike Pence did while he was vice president?
I'm going to be honest, no.
Okay, cool. Do you know what Joe Biden did when he was president? I'm sorry, vice president.
No.
Cool. What about, let's say, Al Gore or Dick Cheney? You know what either one of them did while they were vice president?
You're extending my age. I'm 20 years old, my man.
Got it. So I guess the point is, more so than anything, is nobody really knew or cared what the vice president did, but all of a sudden Kamala Harris comes around and now everybody's like, oh, we don't know what she's been doing. But nobody's been asking the question what all these other vice presidents have been doing. Hey, why is it that we want to know what Kamala Harris has been doing as vice president, but that question has never been brought up for other vice presidents that have run for the presidency?
Well, Dick Cheney did a lot.
What did he do besides pew somebody in the face, and then the guy apologized to him?
No,
he actually kind of ran the country.
Ask a quick question.
So 1 second, Portia. I'll come to you right next. So you're saying that Dick Cheney was the shadow president for GW?
He actually whispered in George Bush's ear. So
he was the Bush whisperer. Okay, yeah. Okay, but that's not any official duties, right? Do we have any?
He advised everything, basically.
Okay. All right, cool. Portia, you had a question, and then Erica. I don't want to neglect you. I'm coming to you next. Portia.
No worries. Mm-hmm. Two questions. Mm-hmm. Shamrock, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm from California, and so whatever is the case, if you were to read my name, Portia, how do you pronounce it? You're typing it up, right?
Shamrock, I think she's speaking to you.
Yes, Shamrock. My question is Portia. How do you pronounce that? And where did it come from?
Holy smokes. Okay, you know what? Hold on one second. Everybody, I apologize. We got to stop the show for just a minute. You know what? Let's go. So I just received to our daily donation goal.
Oh, awesome.
$50. Awesome. Big W in the chat for ZB Ray-Ban. So, and ZB said, great live, ZB. Huge W's in the chat for ZB. Guys, we're halfway through our daily donation goal. ZB, you are freaking awesome. Thank you so much, my friend. I apologize. I know, right? That's awesome.
That's his first time. He's so happy. Look at him, yay!
We did it, Joe. No, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, so Shamrock, did you hear the question Portia was asking?
Yes, I did. 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 Yes, I
Um, I don't know. I don't know what she was asking.
She
I'm
was just
having a conversation about
basically.
the presidency. I'm not here to answer question names about names. I'm here to talk about the presidency, like the
Uh,
distractions.
okay,
I'm not in for the distractions.
that's a fair statement. Portia, where are you going with the point? Okay. In the meantime, in between time, Mama Rebel, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am good, good, good. Mama Rebel, so we're just trying to make sure that we keep everything pretty level as far as understanding who is supporting who. So just to verify, you are voting for who in this upcoming election?
I'm voting for Harris, and I'm in Georgia.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Thank you so much. So you know what? Let's do this just because Mr. Johnson has been waiting patiently. Mr. Johnson, what would you like to add to the conversation?
I'm here in Arizona. I'm near the border,
Okay.
and a lot of stuff they're talking about the border is a lot of hogwash.
Why do you say that?
My brother, he lives in Mexico. He actually works in the U.S. and lives in Mexico, and the majority of the people that actually go crossing the border are actually working in the U.S. American citizens.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, we definitely know for sure that people that come across the border, they actually contribute to the U.S. economy a ton. So that's a huge thing. And also, you know, they are in a position where they can't necessarily benefit from those things. So I guess you're basically, are you saying that the border crisis is being overblown? Is that where you're going with that?
Not exactly overblown, but where my brother tells me everything, we talk every day when he crosses the border, he goes back and forth.
Oh,
And
wait. So
majority,
he works in Mexico,
no,
but he
he
lives in the
works here
U.S.
in the U.S. He
Oh,
works
okay.
here in the U.S. and he lives in Mexico.
Okay. Got it.
hmm
Okay.
hmm
All
And the
right.
majority of people that he has contact with are actually U.S. citizens that actually live in Mexico, go across the border every day to work in the U.S. and go back and live a nice, comfortable life in Mexico.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's super interesting. So let me ask this question because I'm actually close to the U.S. Canadian border. How easy or how hard is it for him to get in and out of the country? Because if you're saying that he goes in and out every day, what is that like?
Well, it all depends on the day of the week and like the holidays and stuff like that. But he has to leave a little extra early. Sometimes they'll have 4 lanes of traffic going through, and sometimes they'll just squeeze it down to 2 or 1. It all depends what's going on. And sometimes it takes them an hour to get across, and sometimes 15 minutes to get across,
Oh
and
wow.
sometimes a little longer. It all depends.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I want to really dig into that in just a moment because I want to thank you so much. I want to know more about that because I think that there has been this misconception as far as the border and what it is and what it isn't. But I do want to acknowledge the two new people to the panel. So go hard or go home. 504. You from New Orleans?
Yes, sir. What's
New
up?
Orleans, baby. All right.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, I mean, hey, say, I ain't trying to disrespect your panel. Come on here with no disrespect. You already know I'm from New Orleans, so we don't go. We gonna say what we gotta say. But on some real, I respect everybody's feelings of who they voting for and what they doing. But at the end of the day, man, say the way we going right now, it ain't gonna work. You hear me?
Yeah. Well,
And
you
I'm
know.
from New Orleans. I'm from New Orleans. I stay in Texas though. I'm in Houston.
Well,
Say it's not gonna work like that, dog. Like I'm telling you right now,
yeah,
Campbell.
hold on one
Everybody
second.
keep
Go
talking.
hard. Hold on, because you're going hard already. I can feel it. I feel it. Hold
Yeah,
on,
cause
slow down for me one
no,
second. I got a question for you.
what's up,
Who are you voting for, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
I'm voting for Trump all
Okay.
day,
Okay. All right. Give me one
and I'm
second. Let
voting
me.
for Trump because for one, say Kamala been in office 3.5 years. She keeps saying the first day she get in office, she
Hey,
gonna
go
do the
hard.
snap. But guess what? She could have did
Go
that
hard.
already.
He is.
Go
Say,
hard.
all right,
Hold
hey,
on, hold on
whoever
one second.
talk,
Hold on one second.
hey,
Hold on
Can
one
you
second.
can you
Slow
hold
down
on
for
for
a
one
Let
moment.
him
moment,
cook. Let him cook.
please?
Hold on. I'm trying to get everybody introduced. I know it's that Creole in you. I don't even hold that against you, my brother. Hold on one second though, because I want to get Cole. Cole, how are you? Cole, are you there? Cole, can you hear us? You have to come off mute, my friend.
I'm so sorry. I did not know. I apologize. I'm
No
sorry about
worries.
that.
How are you?
I could complain, but I won't.
Okay. Okay.
I could complain, but I won't. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually
Mama
There's
Rebel,
an echo.
you have an echo. So let's
Do I
adjust
really?
it. No, that was I want to say that was Mama Rebel. But Cole, who are you voting for?
I am voting Kamala.
Kamala.
Or Kamala, so sorry.
No worries.
Kamala, yeah. Harris in selection, indeed.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So this is what I want to do, Erica. I want to give you a chance to talk to the panel. So you have your choice. We have Kay and Kay, Mr. Johnson. Oh, we just lost Mama Rebel. Okay. So we have Kay, Mr. Johnson, and Cole. They're voting for Kamala, and then we have Go Hard and we have Shamrock, and they're voting for Trump. So. Before I turn this over to my esteemed co-host, guys, can we tap? We are now at 31,000 likes. We have a goal of 250,000 likes tonight, right? We still have our daily donation goal. We're halfway there. ZB got us halfway. We got 143 people 143 people watching. Hold on one second, buddy. Hold on one second.
No, I want.
We got 143 people watching. If everybody just sent $1, we'd blow our goal out the water. So, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal is in the bio, but it's all going to be the same thing. We also have our sub goals and no more daily goals. Erica, I'll let you talk to Go Hard because he has a question.
Okay.
No,
What
I want
question
to
do you
give you
have,
a props
Gohard?
though. I like your I like how you running your praise though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you.
No,
We're
I
trying
just
to
want
keep it going.
I just want to give you a props on your page though. How you running your page though? You let everybody speak their truth.
Okay.
Wait, can I ask
I like that. I like
Okay.
that.
All right. So hold on, guys. Let's mute up because we need to have a little bit of decorum. Erica, take it.
Yes. All right. I wanted to talk to Shamrock because he mentioned that he works in construction. And I wanted to see for him, does he know how Trump's policies impacted his industry and also the manufacturing industry? Do you know?
The projects that are being completed on 400 in Georgia, as far as the 285 side and the 400 north, these projects have not been affected any way except for the COVID. The projects have been moving strong as far as it goes with the bridge, the walls, and the crush and run, the barriers. Everything is up to par. So it's not been affected. But ultimately, I think Joe Biden signed a deal to increase the construction.
Wouldn't that be a good thing for your industry, though, to increase construction jobs?
It would be great for everyone because they'll have access to the highway. It's just not one particular company. It's
No,
for the
I'm
whole
saying, wouldn't
complete.
it be great for your field for construction that Joe Biden increases the number of jobs you have?
That is correct.
Okay,
But
all right.
I'm
I'm
just not
just
a
making
fan.
sure.
I'm still like in a position where I know that my decision is still I'm going to vote red regardless
Why is that?
because I'm a traditional man.
You're a traditional.
Ooh,
What does that mean?
please.
What do you
What
mean?
does that
I've
mean?
heard of a classic man, but not a traditional man.
A
Oh, you
traditional
never
man.
heard of a traditional man? This is gonna be fun.
I've
What's a
heard of what is
traditional
it? What is it?
man?
Tran woman for
You
traditional
gotta
women.
you gotta let him do it. You just
Okay.
gotta let him do
Okay.
it. What is a traditional man?
A protector and a provider. Simple.
No, no. What does a traditional man believe? Because there's a reason that you're voting for Trump if you're a traditional man. So what is that reason? Like what ideals, ideologies, beliefs, policies, what is it about Trump that you agree with or align with?
America.
America.
You don't what? You agree America?
America.
A lot
What
of
does
people
that
have died
mean?
a lot of people have died behind the red, white, and blue. I've had military family members, which they're still active. I don't get into the gist of the ideology. The facts remain the same. A man is a provider, he's a protector. And ultimately, the people that are out here risking their lives and the people that are out here making our life safe, that's what happens. That's what counts. I'm not going into what a man is. I know what a man is. You're a woman. You know what you are. At the end of the day, a man is a protector and a provider. That's it.
I have major problem with this.
I have major
This is
problem with
this
this
is
as
going
well.
somewhere where I think I
Hold
know
on.
what he's saying. He's
Hold on.
coding his
And
language.
he is, but
Say
hold on.
digital. Hey, calm your ass down. Digital.
Can I
You
can
just
I say
walked in
one
here,
thing
boy.
here? Can I say one thing?
Go right
Don't do
ahead,
that
Mama
shit.
Rebel.
Sure, love.
With all due respect, I think he is kind of coding the language here, and he's speaking about people, protecting the country, and he has military. That's great. I come from a family who served as well, and yet you're voting for somebody who basically says all kind of negative and derogatory things about the military.
Exactly.
And even in his platform has said what he wants to do to basically take woke Democrats out of the military. So I just don't, that argument doesn't sit with me. I really feel like what he's trying to say is Kamala is a woman. So
Yep.
he's not voting for that.
Well, hold on. So let me access go hard, and
She's
then
correct.
hold on, Shamrock,
Santana,
hold
don't
on.
try to. He literally just said she is correct.
No,
He
no,
said
no.
Rebel is right.
I want to find out, does Go Hard co-sign that, and is that a thing amongst like men that are voting for Donald Trump? So Go Hard, is that something that you actually believe in as well, or like what do you think about what Shamrock said? Go Hard, you got to come off mute.
Well, you should unmute me. Well, nah. Hey, no, I agree with Shamrock said, but at the end of the day, it ain't about what he said, man. Bro, we was under a better law with Trump. Period. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all gonna sit there and act like shit different because matter of fact, like I said, Kamala been under the law
Kamala.
3.5 years, 4 years, and she ain't changed nothing. She keep talking about the first day she get in office, what she gonna do? Why you ain't do that when you got in office? And you know Joe Biden ain't really on to that type of time. Come on, man, make it make sense. And
Make it
I
make
don't know,
sense that you
keep
think that the vice
make it make
president
sense, man.
has
Hey,
any
hold up,
power
mute
to change
yourself,
anything.
mute yourself.
He don't understand that
Whatever your
Okay,
name
go
he
is,
doesn't
hard. I'm gonna need you
Taylor.
to calm down. You gotta calm
No,
down.
I'm already
No,
I'm
one
he
thing
doesn't
we're
calm,
not
but
gonna
understand
no, ain't
do.
nobody
that
I'm
calm.
there
not
are
trying to
Everybody
derail
calm.
the
Hold
Oh, all
on.
conversation.
right.
I
So
got it, Santana.
the whole.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to derail the conversation. All right, we're letting you.
But
We're letting you
my mic
talk.
muted when everybody. But my mic, everybody
Yeah,
else.
yeah, I muted you, Go Hard. Just hold on one second. So, just to make sure everyone understands, Erica is the co-host. So right now, this is her show. She has the floor. Even I am sitting back and not saying anything.
True
So
Democrats. All right,
let's.
my bad.
Erica's running the show. Erica, it's on you. I'm sorry.
Deuces. Like the fuck? Ain't nobody mad because you leaving. Oh, unintelligible ass. I'm tired of these people. I'm tired of these people. They're not smart. They're so stupid. And I can't. I'm trying. Didn't I say I was gonna be nice tonight? I did. I sent you a message and said I am going to be nice. I'm going to be a damsel in
Yeah.
distress tonight. I can't do it. I've never been good at it. Like, but anywho, do any Harris supporters want to speak to Shamrock, because he's already told us that the reason why he isn't voting for Kamala is because she is a woman, which is highly, highly, highly misogynistic. You don't think that she's capable? She's like the most capable, not like, she is the most qualified candidate that we've ever had. She has served at all levels of government. She's been a public servant the majority of her life. She's an HBCU grad. She's also, you want me to time out?
Yeah, just for a second, because I got to do it. Holy
Okay.
smokes, big shout out to Cole. Cole just sent $75 on Cash App, so we have officially smashed our daily donation goal. Thank you so much, Cole. Big W's in the chat for Cole.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
Oh no, it's okay.
Can I ask one question too of Shamrock?
Sure.
Because he mentioned being a protector, and that's beautiful. I really respect that. But I would like to know, how are you protecting a woman's right to her, reproductive rights? You're saying a protector, like, in what way are you a protector?
I agree.
Because Trump is not supporting that. Trump's trying to take that away.
The protecting is protect your wife and your surroundings. The abortion thing with the health situation, that's up to your state. We got bigger issues on worried about a woman's body compared to the crisis what's going on now. Like, you guys are voting off the body. What about the world? Just the female body? What about everything else? Does that count?
There's a lot of things that count. It's not, but it's also a woman having a right to choose. Is somebody telling you what to do with your body?
You guys have had the right to choose. Like, nothing's going to change. This has been going on for hundreds of years. Like, we got bigger issues to deal with than worried about an abortion. Honestly,
But it's not.
to me, it
But
should be
honestly,
banned.
Shamrock, wait a minute, Shamrock. It's not just the AB. Honestly, it's not, and that just shows that you have to really do your research on that as well. If I'm somebody who is, I'm in Georgia. I think you're in Georgia too. So if I'm somebody who actually is pregnant and I have a miscarriage, and they don't want to treat me because they're afraid of all these laws that are in place, and I have to have a DNC, that's not me having an AB. That's basically something that I cannot even control that's happening to me, and I could possibly die. So what are you saying?
I grew up in Georgia. I've never known anybody who had any issues with getting abortions. You can get an abortion here.
Okay,
You can get anything you want in
Shamrock,
Georgia.
TikTok friendly language. We're gonna say AB, and I know I'm gonna let you finish your thought, but Erica has something else that she wanted to hit before we got to that. But just be mindful. Let's make sure we're using TikTok friendly language, please, my friend.
If a child is eradicated, can we use that terminology?
Yeah.
If a child is eradicated. If a child is there's been no issues with any eradication with children in Georgia. I've never ran into a woman who has not had a problem with getting an eradication. So ultimately, let's focus on the bigger picture. Your body's going to be fine. What about the economy? That's the body I'm worried about.
I have a question for him if I can.
Well, hold on one second. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead, Erica.
Shamrock, you're kind of all over the place, love. But with that said, the economy, like with wow, the Biden-Harris administration thus far has added 775,000 manufacturing jobs to the economy. So that's people putting money back into the economy. And then also with their Inflation Reduction Act, estimated by 2035 that it'll add an additional 336,000 jobs. And that's just with that act. So when Kamala comes into office, of course, she's going to continue the policies of Biden. So we can see that number increase. All right, so they are helping the economy. Also, as it was mentioned earlier, we know that when Biden took office in 2021, that inflation was super high. I believe it was like 9%. And with that being said, there's many factors behind that, but we have a lot of people on the panel, so I won't go on about it. But today, inflation is at 2.5%. Again, the lowest out of all developed nations, because inflation is a global issue. All right, so the economy is improving as it normally does under a Democratic president, because a Democrat, like you said when you came up here, Democrats, all we want to talk about is how Biden is fixing Trump's mess, and that's exactly what's happening. That's not a lie. This is a fact. It's a fact. So yeah, Trump destroyed the economy, raised the national debt to levels unseen. What was it, $7.6 trillion? What was it, 7.8? It was high. I'll get the exact number for you in a second, but they have done so much in order to improve the economy, and we cannot keep blaming these prices on Biden when inflation is down and the Fed just cut the interest rate. And what we have to look at is we have to look at corporate greed. We got to look at I can hear myself back that way. It's weird. We have to look at corporate greed. They know that we have to buy their products. We don't have a choice. So they can set the price. And that's why Biden has tried to get the price gouging bill passed, but the Republicans have been like, no. They said no, they stopped it at every turn. So hopefully when Kamala becomes president, she will get it passed. And that these companies can be held responsible for ripping off the American public.
It's great.
So he's not looking at stuff.
Miss Erica, he's not because he even said, you even mentioned, I think he said he's in construction, right?
Yes.
Did he say that? And you talked about how more construction jobs was added, and he started talking about 285 and all of that. Great. I'm in Georgia too. And he's a protector and all of that. But if more jobs was added, and then doesn't that help with you being a protector and a provider for your family? So his argument is not, it has nothing to do with the stuff that he's talking about. It's basically that she's a woman. To continue to go back and forth with him, can we talk to somebody else who really is going to talk about the issues? Because I don't think he cares about any of that. It's because he's contradicting himself. It's basically that Kamala is a woman.
Yeah.
I like you, Rebel. You were reading my mind. And I got a quick mod announcement, Santana.
Okay, go ahead with the mod announcement.
All right, guys, we are at basically 42,000 likes. We need you to keep on tapping. We want to get up to 75,000 likes as our next goal. Overall, again, we are looking for that 250K tonight. We are providing you with some edutainment here, along with an amazing panel. I'm happy you're here, Mama Rebel. It's been great thus far. Please help Santana hit his live goal. He's doing the little tiny perfumes. He loves those. And if you guys send me or him one of those things that go on the screen, you're gonna see kids at a candy store or on Christmas morning. Those things are so fun. It's like, so cool. Especially that thing that goes on your head. Also, we are two subscribers away from our sub goal. 2 subscribers away. Somebody go ahead and click that button and subscribe. You get a lot of fun stuff, especially the Discord. And my favorite thing, the weekly kick. You want to tell them what else they get, Santana?
Yeah, no, they get the weekly kick where if we are talking to someone, thank you so much, Digital, for joining the team. If we're talking to someone and you don't like that conversation, you can go ahead and just type in the chat, weekly kick. You get access to the Discord, which there's a bunch of cool information, a lot of great people, and a lot of stuff that everyone else doesn't know that's getting ready to happen, but people that have access to the Discord actually knows about. And also you get a fast pass where you get access. Oh snap, we just got 2 subs.
Yes, we got 2 of them.
Yes. Big shout out to ZB. ZB has come through in a clutch. Oh my gosh, let's go, ZB. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna get the information to the Discord. We're gonna get this going. Erica, any other mod things from you?
No mod things for me right now. Just want y'all to, I actually do have a mod thing if you don't mind. Yeah. Tune in tomorrow to Santana tomorrow. Santana is 2 p.m.
No.
What time is it?
Tune in tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. We are having our Black Women panel. If you enjoyed last week, Black Men panel, Black Man to Black Man, Kamala Harris over Donald Trump. Tomorrow we will have our all Black women panel discussing those very issues. We're very pumped up. And also tune in for a super special surprise as well. I'll leave it at that. All right. I want to get back around to a couple of people because we got some more new people to the panel. I want to introduce the new people, but I also don't want to ignore the people that we have here. We haven't gotten to talk. So, Cole, what would you like to say, my friend? Because I know you wanted to originally reply to Shamrock when it came to that whole provider type deal that he was speaking about.
Yeah, no, gonna be completely honest, I've really enjoyed just being on here. I did indeed indulge in some what some would say devil's lettuce, so I will just disconnect now. But I really enjoy being on here. I appreciate y'all.
Okay.
Keep doing what you're doing. Have a great rest of your night,
Thank
y'all.
you. Give us a follow. You're welcome back anytime, my friend.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Have a good one.
All right. So I want to introduce Christian and Sherman. So let's start with or I'm sorry, is that no Christine, not Christian. Christine, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
It's Christina.
Christine. So listen. I am really bad with names. I am really bad with reading on the fly. And also I mess up people's names even when I read them. So there's that. I'm sorry. And just to level set to make sure we have an understanding, you are voting for Trump?
Yes, I'm a detractor.
Okay, no, you are a panelist. Perfect. All right, Sherman, how are you?
Yes, I'm doing great. How y'all doing?
I'm good this evening, my friend. And Sherman, who are you voting for?
I'm voting for Harris.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. And last but not least, Digital, how are you this evening, my friend?
I'm doing good, Santana. Enjoying the show, and I love your platform and concept you have going, brother.
Listen, I appreciate that so much. So that means you've been watching for a while.
I have, man. How did you get the horizontal template up top and then the panel down below?
Listen, my friend, I'm going to give you a secret. I'm going to tell you the secret. I have no idea. I can't change this. I've been trying to change it for the longest. I don't know what I am doing. Help me, please. I don't even know how to change it. So we just here.
It's actually a dope view, like you're different everyone, but I don't want to prolong it. We'll talk offline.
Yeah.
I'm a traditional man. I got a degree with Shamrock.
Oh my gosh.
I am a traditional man, but I'm voting Harris. He's speaking as if traditional men aren't on the left or in the center, and they're all on the right.
Okay.
Like, I don't understand how you can say you're a protector, but there's no other protectors on any other side.
Okay.
It makes no sense.
Okay. All right. So, and let's do this. We got one more person coming in. Halo, thank you for. We just got a new sub, so our subs are going up. Boom, guys, let's keep tapping the screen. Let me update this as well. There's so much going on. We're at 53,000 likes out of our 250. And TJ, how are you this evening, my friend?
All right, how are you doing?
Good. I'm gonna ask the question, even though I already know the answer. Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
Harris.
Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and kind of get into this because we got a couple of traditional men on the panel. We have a traditional woman, and we also have a couple of people who are backing Kamala Harris. So I actually want to hear from. I think this is the first. And don't get me wrong, I'm assuming black woman. Is that accurate? Black woman for Trump? Christine? Christine, are you there?
Did you send her an invite?
Miss Shaw? Miss Shaw, Miss Shaw to the front of the class?
I sent her an invite to unmute her mic.
Okay. There we go. So I don't want to assume are you a black woman?
I am.
Okay, so you are a black woman. This is super interesting. How did you land on Donald Trump's FYP?
I landed on Donald Trump's FYP because he was correct about the pandemic. He was correct about abortion, leaving to the state, and not
what?
Yeah.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
He was correct about a lot of his policies. He gave back to the HBCUs. He was correct about a lot of things. I'm sorry. Don't shake your head.
I'm just confused, and I know Erica is confused as I am because I couldn't get past the first thing that you said.
Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. That's why I'm confused.
Like what?
So, Erica, do you have the same question that I have?
I don't even know what the question is. Go ahead, ask it.
How was he right about the pandemic?
He was right about the pandemic. He was. He warned us. He gave us vaccinations. Okay, and even for the people that didn't want to take the jab because certain language became used, he gave out that right. He gave it out. People panicked. We were wearing masks. And people somehow flipped it and said that it wasn't right. He didn't do it. Hold on. And
I'm listening.
So Biden came into the office and everybody had to get a jab. Everybody had to get it. I work in a facility, right? I am part of the UAW. They almost, I don't want to cuss, but they almost stopped us from working if we weren't jabbed, And so he gave us the option of body autonomy. And people don't understand that language, but he gave us that. And so he handled that particular situation well. And so I agree with Donald Trump. And by the way, I was pregnant at that time. So it was a rough time in my life. But I can tell you why I don't come out.
Yeah, no, I just want you to hold on for a minute. Just hold tight for a second. Erica, I will give you rights of first refusal. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
You can't hear me still?
Now we can.
Okay, there we go. All right, you mentioned Trump being right about the pandemic. Trump knew about the pandemic in November of 2019, and he did absolutely nothing. Trump had a playbook to basically guide him through working out and preventing a pandemic in the United States that was provided to him by the Obama administration. No, he threw it away. He threw it away. He threw it away. Also, Trump for a very long time was telling us that it'll only be 2 weeks. It's only 2 weeks. Don't worry about it. It'll be over. It was 2 years. It was 2 years. And then
right, but
hold on. Let me finish, love. I didn't interrupt you. Please let me finish. But and also, additionally, for Trump in the pandemic, my gosh, he did that thing he did. Instead of just, being in control and actually being the president and being the leader that he was expected to be, he said, no, states, you do what you want to do. You make the rules. Instead of saying, I am doing a federal shutdown or I am doing a federal mandate that everyone has to wear a mask, he didn't do things like that. He left it up to the states again, and chaos ensued. That's why, you couldn't, Hawaii had different rules than Arizona. Virginia had different rules than New York. It didn't work. Over 1 million people died due to COVID. And Trump is a major part of that because he failed as a leader. He did not steer us right during the pandemic. You can come off mute. I can send you an invitation. Let me do that.
No, she got it. Go right ahead.
I don't have to unmute myself. But why are we using the same vaccinations that he came up with? Can you answer me that?
Yeah, Donald Trump didn't come up with the vaccination. Donald Trump. She asked why are we using the same vaccination that Donald Trump came up with? One, he didn't come up with the vaccination. Two, hold on a second.
Come up with the vaccination. Scientists did.
I wasn't done. I don't want to interrupt. Right? You don't want to interrupt. I'm gonna be fair. So that was Dr. Fauci, right? He was on the side. He ran that with Dr. Trump for the better part of 2
years. Did you say Dr. Trump?
No, Fauci.
No, you did say Dr. Trump.
Fauci didn't even come up with the vaccines. He was
Oh,
just basically
okay,
he was
so
doing what Trump should have did.
okay, and then
But
he flipped over. Hold on, because we have to go
mhm,
back. We have to go back and pay attention to what was really going on during that time. You asked me what made me get on the Trump bandwagon, and I'm just explaining, right? And
mhm.
so at the time, Dr. Fauci did come up with Johnson and Johnson, every vaccination that was out here, and people fell for it. And so when Biden came into administration, he damn near forced us to get it. You know, he put us out of work. The mask mandation. People under the Trump administration was pushing back, and people had problems with that. And I'm just trying to understand you guys' thought process, really, truly.
Thought process on
Everything of why you don't agree with Trump and his policies.
Well, hold on, because I think that's kind of wide and like we're like
that's
there's a lot
broad
happening right now.
and
That's a
then
lot. That's a
Let's
lot.
focus on what you were just saying for a second, right? So, talking about COVID, right? Because I just want to kind of put this to rest and kind of move on, right? First and foremost, Donald Trump had the worst possible response to C-19. I say that because not only did he deny that it was happening while privately admitting that it was happening, he went around the scientists. He pushed back on mask mandates. He pushed back on standard procedures. This isn't an American thing to have a mask and for 6 feet. Erica, you were about to say something?
yeah. Also, like because you were speaking about going around the procedures and everything, he had a man drinking bleach,
Yeah.
and that man passed. He
Yeah.
was drinking bleach.
Yeah.
Like he had people doing that.
He gave out misinformation about
A lot.
hydrochloroquine. He gave out misinformation about maybe we can use some type of light or disinfectant. Maybe
UV
we can
light.
exactly use bleach. He also didn't want to actually green light the stimulus package to help American citizens, and he held up the amount of time that it took to get money because he wanted to get his name on the check. He told everyone that this was going to be a 2-week sickness, and then he turned around and had OPEC slow down oil production for 2 years. He literally caused millions of people to die. Donald Trump had one of the worst responses possible to COVID.
He did not cause anyone to die. He
So
did not cause anyone to die. People that was called home, they were called home. If you had other issues, underlining issues, that's what that was.
okay,
And
well,
so, and then the adverse effect of COVID is what took you out, and that's unfortunate. God rest those people's
yeah,
souls.
hold on.
But
So
we
what
can't
about
put a name.
specifically if even if we're not talking about the people who necessarily passed from COVID. What about the people that actually took his advice and tried, these remedies, whether it was drinking bleach or hydrochloroquine or whatever? Like, what about those people that passed away from that? Is he responsible for those people?
No, because you have your own lack of discernment, right? You have your own discernment to believe what's falsification, what you should do, and it's called body autonomy. And I can follow and piggyback on that. When it comes
Body
to abortion, hold
autonomy.
on, look it up.
Wait, so do you believe
Hold
in
on,
do you
not
believe in
have
AB?
no.
Okay, then you don't believe in
What? You don't need a
bodily
body
autonomy.
autonomy.
There's no way you believe in it.
Hold on,
You can't
that's
possibly.
right. So reverse that, so that child don't have body autonomy.
The child has
The
no
fetus
right until
inside,
after they are born. They're not.
born.
It's already alive.
Even your Bible says that. So
It's
no,
already alive. So absolutely not. So
no,
if
the
you
woman
decided
has
as a woman,
autonomy
hold
over
on.
her body,
If
where
you
she
decided
wants to get rid of a fetus, then she has the right
Yeah,
to do so
yeah.
because it's her body. That
that's
fetus
false.
cannot live without her.
That's false. That's morally
It can't.
false.
It
But that's
can't
No,
live
but
without
we're
her.
not talking about morals. We're talking about facts and
Well,
science. This is science.
This isn't a
okay, so
morality show.
let's talk
There's
science.
okay.
Science.
You know what?
Let's
Hold
talk
tight.
it.
Hold tight 1 second, because you kind of we're in a bit of a tizzy. I want to make sure that we have a chance to acknowledge the other people on the panel, and also I want to go to TJ next. I still want to hear from Mama Rebel. I want to hear from Digital, but I want to introduce Dr. Coco. Dr. Coco, are you an actual doctor?
I have a doctorate in pharmacy. So,
Okay.
yes, I have a doctorate.
Okay. Also, guys, just an FYI, make sure when we're talking about, make sure we're saying C19, TikTok friendly language. I just was reminded of that. So C19. Okay, perfect. Thank you for joining the team. And then Barb, how are you this evening, Barb? Barb, are you there?
Barb, are you AFK?
Barb
I
is
used that right,
AFK.
Santana.
Yeah,
I
you did.
used it right.
You did.
Hey,
You
look
got
at
all
me.
the yeah.
Yay. Look at me
Okay,
learning the
Barb.
TikTok language.
Barb going once, going twice. All right, I'm gonna drop you down.
Okay.
TJ, would you like to speak to Sister Shaw at all?
Not really. Can I make a statement just real quick?
Go right ahead.
As you know, we lost a brother unjustly, Mr. Marcellus Williams. So as I was driving around thinking today, and I was listening to Royal Martin as well, he enlightened me in something. And I want brothers to listen to me, please. Republican governor denied his right to live. We took it to Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said we are going to deny his request. We're not going to stay his execution. The vote was 6-3. 6 Republicans said we need to execute him. 3 Democrats said no. Look it up. I don't know how much tap dancing we're going to do here tonight. And I'm really not in the mood for it. But if you can tell me why I need to support somebody who is going to actively assert what the Republican Party is going to actively make sure that innocent people are unalived, even though there's evidence that says he did not do it, even the prosecutors that were trying to help him, his whole case was unprecedented, and they still unalived him. We witnessed a lynching last night, and the Republican governor and those 6 individuals who are Republicans are responsible for it, especially that clown-ass coon, Clarence Thomas, who proves to me every day, who goes far and beyond the pale to prove that he is nowhere near black. He is wearing black skin, and that's it. So I normally hear some tap dancing tonight because I know that's what they do. But I want somebody to explain to me how I'm going to support a party that will put an innocent man in the ground in front of his children, in front of his wife, in front of his mother. The whole community is going to have to mourn because nobody valued the life of one man. So I want one of these Republican cooners to tell me why should I vote for a Republican. Also, I'm not having to forget about Sonny Massey either. The Republican candidate that you guys are supporting wants to give that kind of clown more authority. So explain to me, as a black man in this country, as a black person in this country, why do I support a Republican candidate that wants to put my people in the ground? And I'll shut up now.
My question is, why would you support? My question is, why would you support a Democratic Party that support Black Lives Matter, and our black people are putting ourselves in the ground? I get it, and my condolences.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I got it, TJ. Yeah. So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not talking about BLM. I mean, he did bring up a specific question about Marcellus Williams, and if you want to speak to that directly, then please feel free to do so. Shamrock, you please feel free to do so as well. But we're not going to bounce around to a different topic and then try to deflect and go somewhere else. I mean, if you want to speak to that directly, you can. If not, then you can just say you don't want to speak to it. But I don't want to bounce to something else or deflect to a different subject. Would you like to speak to that?
The silence is deafening.
All right, TJ, thank you so much for coming up and sharing the word with us, my friend. You know you're always welcome.
Always.
Appreciate that, brother.
Thank you, TJ.
I got the answer I needed. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, so I kind of want to get back around because I want to hear what Dr. Coco said. And Dr. Coco, I'm assuming that you came up because you heard some misinformation being spread about C19. Is that accurate?
Absolutely.
Okay. Dr. Coco, the floor is yours.
Okay, just to give quick background, been a pharmacist over 25 years, graduated from an HBCU.
Which HBCU?
Xavier University of Louisiana,
Okay.
XU.
Benedict College of Columbia,
Okay.
South Carolina.
Let's go HBCU.
I know that's right. Come through. What did you
Savannah
say,
State.
Digital? Hey!
Savannah State, Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah U.
Okay.
Come on, Digital.
Listen. Anybody else went to a HBCU on the panel? Christine, I know you didn't go to a HBCU. I know you. I'm sorry. You're not giving soul, my sister.
It's not given.
Santana.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'm egging him on. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
Ooh, I can't do that. I'm sorry. No, I didn't, but I did graduate.
I know. I don't doubt that you graduated. I'm just saying I didn't think you went to a HBCU.
No, I didn't, but I'm in the medical field. Thank you, though.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
What part of the medical field?
Don't worry about it. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, so the part I wanted to speak on is because being a retail pharmacist and a pharmacy manager, I tend to, of course, I've run into other pharmacists, of course. And what I found when I was working was about September, before the C19 crisis, about September, maybe August or September, I noticed when I would have to travel to other stores, I noticed that some of our Asian pharmacists were having a lot of conversations with their families wherever their homelands were. So the closer the months got, I noticed that there were a lot more conversations, and they tend to not take a lot of phone calls, but there were a lot of phone calls, and all of a sudden we started seeing a lot of N95 masks being ordered, like ridiculous, surmountable amount of these masks. And so as I'm just traveling, I noticed this is going on. And eventually I end up asking one when I saw about 30 boxes. And so they were really hush mouth about it. And eventually one told me, she was like, we're just letting you know, in our countries, there's a virus and it's deadly. And they're having a hard time with it. But what they found is that it's reduced by wearing these N95 masks. And so I, of course, get afraid and nervous, but I don't know a lot of information because so much was being going on it's going on in other countries. Well, then that's when we start finding out that the US knew around September, October, November, that something was on its way coming. But we still have waiting on the word because we're hearing how the other countries are in meetings with the world leaders and having these conversations. So we know for a fact that he knew something deadly was coming because other countries were already in crisis before it even hit us. So for me to hear him, now what we also know, and this is fact, is that the world was preparing. They were creating the tests, the at-home tests. They were creating the vaccines. They were doing everything they did to prepare, which also was in the book for
That was
Christ.
2021 at-home test. Go ahead, though. That was
I'm sorry.
2021.
Well, I misspoke. I apologize. But they definitely were already working on vaccines. They definitely were already working on vaccines. That's a fact.
Okay.
But I don't have a problem with saying I misspoke.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
listening.
so we're there. When
Okay.
they started to say each country, and it was trying to put to the side how much they thought each country would need, Trump said his country would not need anything.
Okay,
And please
considering
fact
the fact that he put out thousands of ventilators, right? Considering the fact that he was sending other country masks, right? He was sending them ventilators, like.
Well, why
So to
why
say,
why
but my
did
question,
why did Donald
but
Trump not
hold
take
on,
care of American citizens first? Since I mean,
he
like the
did.
Republican Party is so like America first, right?
Well, we are first, but we don't even consider ourselves first. So is see, and let's piggyback off of that, right? Why is the border open?
We're not gonna deflect.
Harris,
We're still right.
no,
We're still right
keep
here in
changing. Talk
C19.
about it because
Listen,
Stop
some of
pivoting.
y'all.
listen.
Hold on,
Hold on.
Christine, stop.
No.
Stop
Because
pivoting.
this is what we're not gonna do. Like you brought up the topic, and we're running through this topic. We're flushing it out because you made a lot of inaccurate statements, and so I want to go ahead and get to the end of the inaccuracy before we move on to the next thing. But I also want to give everybody else an opportunity to kind of chime in because we've been sitting quietly. Shamrock, I'm gonna give you the first rights of refusal. Do you want to speak to Donald Trump's effort when it came to C19? I mean, do you think that he was, leading, as Christina saying, or what were your thoughts around the way that he handled C19?
Was handled by the president. Could have been done a little bit better, maybe. But ultimately, it's 2024. We got to focus on the future. We wasted like 20 minutes talking about the past. Like, what are we going to do now? The Democrats always have the best thing to say, and then they disappear, just like this.
Okay. You know what? I mean, yeah. I can admit that we got bogged down by a statement that kind of slowed everything down. I do want to say this though, because I want to call out inaccuracies. Oh, guys. So I just got an announcement from the mods. So apparently, guys, we're at 67,000 likes, and the mods are saying if we don't get to 100,000, I don't know how they're gonna do that in 6 minutes.
It's
Let's give them
188
let's give them by 950. Let's say 950. Let's give them just a little bit of a break. That is
nice.
Okay, guys, by 950, so this is 1250 Eastern, 950 Pacific. If we're not at 100,000 likes, my mods are turning the comments off. So that's not my call. So apparently only subscribers are going to be able to actually talk. So either you need to subscribe or we need to get to 100,000 likes by 950. Now I'm getting fussed at. So tap the screen. We're at 73,000. Let's get up to 100,000 likes or they are going to turn the comments off.
Santana, can I ask a quick question about that though?
Go right ahead.
I've heard on other lives that the panelists are not supposed to tap. What does that mess up? Can somebody explain that? Because I'd like to tap, but I don't want to mess up anything.
To my knowledge, nothing. Erica, do you know anything about it messing anything up?
No, ma'am. It doesn't mess anything up. Just don't do it while you're off of mute because we can hear it.
Yep, that's it.
Perfect. Okay, that's cool.
Okay. Ren, how are you this evening?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Good. Ren. So we have Christine that is to your left, and I don't know if everybody sees the left or whatever, but it looks like the left to me. She is a Trump supporter. We have Shamrock, which is below you. He is a Trump supporter, and the rest are friendlies. So Ren, which way would you like to take the conversation?
I do want to make a statement about C19. I need people to understand that public health is a group project. And I get some people have whatever their issues are with the jab or whatever, but disabled people and immunocompromised people exist.
Yep.
So if you're not willing to protect the people who need the protecting, then how can you support somebody that doesn't even want to protect the least of us, like the people that need the most help. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And then Shamrock, you mentioned being a protector and a provider. Can you explain to me when you say that, what exactly do you mean? Like when you say protect and provide, are you just talking about physical protection? What about emotional, spiritual protection? What about those?
You see my wife in the picture with me? I'm doing fine. If you don't know,
But
then you
that's
don't
hold on,
know.
hold on, hold
If you know,
on,
you know. If you're
hold
not
on,
married and if you don't have a husband, then you have to get in that realm.
sir.
Okay? I'm
Sir,
a
I've been
provider
married
and a
19
protector.
years.
Okay, that's what it is.
I've been married
Provider and a
19
protector.
years.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is it?
Shamrock, so if it's not your wife, it doesn't matter? What are we talking about?
Trash.
Wait, what?
That's all he's supposed to support as a
Exactly.
man.
No,
Wait,
no,
so
not at all.
what?
Not at all. If you're
It is.
a traditional man protects women, period. Period. That's not,
What
it's
do you
not
need
a,
if
it's
you
My
have
not,
a
wife is my
husband, what
first
do you need
priority. I can't
protection
explain
from
it. I,
other
I
than your
can't explain
husband?
anything else to anyone
what
else.
do I
I
need
took a vow for
protection from
God.
other than my husband?
Hold on one second. Digital.
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
Where do you stand on this?
I don't stand with Shamrock. I feel like a protector is anyone in your circle. That can be your mother, sister, your love that neighbor. If I see a young lady like Erica on the street who's in harm's way, it is my job as a man to stand up and protect her.
So
So,
why are we holding this standard towards men and not women? You saying women's supposed to protect women or women supposed to protect men? We out of order.
What?
Forget
What?
what she
What?
said. What she say? Say those words.
Bro, what are you
Those were
talking about, man?
words. Those were words.
He said my sister, my mother, like they're supposed to hold the protection. A man's supposed to hold protection, provide and protect and serve. Women are naturally by state, by nature, supposed to create. And so where are we getting off with this?
He
Like,
said that any person in his circle, and then he proceeded to say that if he sees any young lady that needs any level of protection, he's willing to provide it. He didn't say anything about his mom needs to protect another woman and women need to protect women. That's not what he said.
so why is it every man need to protect women?
It's the way I see it is exactly just like Ren said, that we need to be concerned with taking care of each other. Now you can prioritize that, and I make sure that that absolutely makes sense for Shamrock to put his wife first. That's what he's supposed to do. However, she is not his only responsibility. We have a responsibility to each other in the world. How could we ever run a world without taking care of our brother or our sister, whether they're our ethnicity or our race, our background, or religion or anything else? How do you expect any laws to get passed if they're not bipartisan? That we have to work together. We have to work together. There is no other way. No man is
We're not working together when we are pro-abortion.
Hey,
Okay, hold on.
okay, AB. Let's make sure
Okay,
we're
but
using
hold on.
TikTok
Hold
friendly
on,
language.
hold on, hold on,
When we
hold
are
on.
killing, when we are unaliving our own children, we're not. And then
Okay,
I
wait a
will go
minute.
back to the BLK movement. We're not doing that. And so
Okay, wait a minute.
what are we
Okay,
Stop.
talking
hold
Stop.
on.
about?
Slow down for a
What are we
second.
talking about?
Slow down for a second, Christine, because you're like all over the place, and for some reason you want to get off on BLM so bad, but like I don't think anybody else is going there. David, how are you? David, are you there? David, checking in. David,
Yes, yeah, I am.
David,
Yep.
how are you this evening? Hey, he teacup. Hey guys, real quick, I forgot to mention this. Please, make sure you gift the panel, especially Erica. Erica is doing such an amazing job up here. Can we get like maybe like some paper cranes or some cowboy hats or something? Thank you for the heart, me.
I really
And
like the cowboy hats.
they sent you like the little light bulbs. Did you see that?
Oh, Oh,
Did
cool.
you
That's
see
what that
that?
was. Yes, I
Hey,
like the
send Erica
cowboy
the
hats
target.
because I like the mustache.
Let's light Erica's gifts up. Like Erica, her little thing should have like one point something already. So let's send Erica some
Mustaches.
stuff.
Can
Yeah.
I ask a question
Go right
Sure.
ahead.
Sure.
about AB? So if you're against AB, that means you are also for universal health care. You're also for child support at the point of conception. You are also for universal daycare and pre-K, right?
No.
So
Did she
wait.
say no?
So,
She
so
absolutely
She
said
said
basically,
no.
no.
so basically
Girl.
what you're saying is
Huh.
have the baby, but once the baby is born, it ain't nobody else. It's now not your problem, right?
That's what it sounds like.
Not my problem.
Yeah,
And you
you're
said
saying you're telling a woman, no, you cannot have an AB. However, once that baby is born, that's your problem. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
whose
Is that what you're
problem?
saying? Yours, Christina.
It's my
So you're
problem. I have two children, babe.
No,
My
no, no.
kid.
no, you're
You're
not
not
listening.
understanding the question. I'm saying, so you let's say I'm pregnant. Knock on
Uh-huh.
wood. Let's say I'm pregnant, and you say, and I want an AB, and I decide you say no, you can't have one. But then
Mm-hmm.
once I have that baby, now
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to help support me or that baby that you forced me to have.
Who are you speaking of? To send my kids to a daycare or to send
Why
my
do you
kids?
keep referring to your children? We're not talking about your children.
It's
Get
Other
personal.
out of get out.
women.
It's hold on. Wait a minute.
We're
It's
talking
personal.
about
It's
no,
personal.
Christina, no.
You're
What
trying
she
to
is saying
legislate.
is that you're pro forced birth. That's what you're for. You do
You're
not
legislating
care
what other
about
people
the
do with
child.
their body.
Exactly. You
Okay.
don't care about the child once it's here. You don't care if that child
No. What
eats.
I
You
care
don't care
about
if that
is
child has shelter. You don't care anything about that child.
what
You don't care if that
what I
child has
care
adequate
about.
care.
What I care about is people closing their legs. That's what I
Girl, you
care
Okay,
don't
about.
get to
okay, okay,
legislate what
Okay,
people
okay.
do.
so
You
Hold on.
the
You
wait.
know what?
Let's
Well,
wait.
Hold on,
wait.
hold
Can
on,
I?
hold
No,
on. Time out
I
because
have
I
two
have.
children.
Wait.
My kids is
Yeah,
8 and 3.
yeah.
And
We're gonna do this for a
Yeah, can
second
we? Because
because
first of all, wait a minute. Can I just say something here? Can you hear me here?
yes, we can. Go
Because
ahead.
I feel like you have to listen to again what she stated when she first came on here. So, a chaos agent is basically what's going
yes.
on right here. You are
Exactly.
basically saying that
I wanted to say
you want to
it.
have body autonomy to not. Don't tell me I have to get a vaccine, but then yet you're over here telling people they have to have a baby and they don't have autonomy to decide if they want to have an AB. That so again, people up here just contradicting themselves. You're just here to just
never
cause
said that you don't
chaos.
have body autonomy, baby. I said close your legs.
Okay,
But
wait,
that,
wait,
No,
but,
no,
wait.
no.
but
You
Hold
literally
honestly,
on.
said body
honestly,
autonomy
you did
earlier.
say that earlier. You
You
said it
did,
earlier.
you did.
You've
Hold
been
on one
talking about
second, though.
body autonomy. You said it earlier. And furthermore,
Close
you
your
telling somebody to
legs.
close their legs.
That's
That's
your
really
Hold
legs so
on,
you
rude.
hold
don't
on,
have to get
hold
the
on,
NC
hold
All
on,
part.
right,
hold on,
guys.
hold
The
on.
host is
Okay,
speaking.
that's enough. Time out. Because I have this question, right? People love saying close your legs, right? That's the statement that you just made. Why is the emphasis never on the man, right? And even more so, like there's no way for the man or for the woman to get pregnant if the man doesn't, initiate. So why is it that we're shaming women and we're always shaming women saying you need to close your legs, but we're never putting the emphasis on men, and then at the same time we are restricting what women can do with their bodies, but we're not there's no laws that restrict what men can do with their bodies. I'm a little bit confused about that. So can you tell me why the onus is always on the women and we never talk to the men?
Excuse me.
The
Hold
onus
on one
is
second,
on
Shamrock.
both.
Hold on one second, Shamrock. I want to hear this from Christine.
Christina, thank you.
Christina. I'm sorry.
Yes, the onus is on both parties, right? It takes two.
But
And
you
so
you didn't say you guys keep it in your pants. You just said close your legs, specifically speaking
because we
women.
have the choice, right? So we
Okay.
had the
No,
choice.
no, 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 no,
No,
no,
no,
no.
no.
No. Wait, we
Is
do
it
have
on
the
two
choice.
people? No, be quiet. Is it on two? Does it take two when it's a 12-year-old little girl?
Exactly. They don't have a
Does it
choice.
take two?
They don't have
Does
a
it take
choice. You can't say
two?
people have a
Does it
choice.
take two when it's a 12-year-old little girl?
So you
Yes or
talking about the
no?
R word? You talking about the R word?
Yeah,
Yes,
if
but
she's great.
can't she get
Lord have
pregnant from
mercy.
being great?
Okay, you're right. But right now the stats are saying, and I pray that kids don't,
The
experience this.
stats are saying
But
what? Get to it.
I'm talking about the stats of Black women that is voluntarily getting the A
Whoa, whoa,
word.
whoa, 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 whoa! Why black women? Why specifically
Ma'am,
black women?
because the
That's a
stats
weird
are
statement.
high for Black. They
Hold.
put an IVF in the white people community, and the Black women is going to the A word.
Okay, hold on. Let me
Yo,
ask
you
you a real
wild,
question,
yo.
Christina. Let me ask you like a serious question, and I'm not even joking right now. Like I'm dead ass.
Go ahead.
Do you hate yourself?
Absolutely not. I love myself.
She's
Because
dodging the hell out of my
you
question.
sound like someone that literally hates themselves. For you to
No.
come up here and for you to specifically call out, not only are you calling out women, but then you call
Yes.
out black women when
Yes.
the reason why there's such an emphasis on banning ABs is because white women, for the first time in history, white women are actually graduating college at the same rate as white men and being paid the same amount as white men when they're graduating from college. The
And
reason
so
why
they
AB
having
is
less
being
babies.
pushed is because of the great replacement theory. It's
Exactly.
not about us. It's not about you.
Right.
So
That's why it's
what is
called a marriage.
happening?
That's
don't
why
have
it's
no
called a
facts.
marriage,
Santina,
because
tell
Black
it.
women are foolish as hell. White
No
women get
facts.
married and
No,
have their
ma'am.
children
No.
and go on about.
Literally, I just told you that's not right. It's not right. White women are having babies at such a low rate and such a low pace that they're trying to actually put in these ABs so white women can have more babies so white people are not replaced. What are you talking
Exactly.
about?
Exactly.
Again,
So we
agent of
are.
chaos. She don't have no facts.
She
No,
not
I do.
whatsoever. Because I still
If
want to
y'all
know, does
want,
it take two when it's a 12-year-old? I still want to
Lord,
know.
what's the stats when women walk in the mirror like they changing their panties? I can't make that make sense.
What's the
You
stats when a
don't have
12
a
year old starts
source.
seventh grade with a baby?
Exactly, Ren. Exactly. Who dropped him? You
I
dropped him?
did.
She had to
So
go.
as a mod, I'm sorry, as a as a sub, you get access to what's called a weekly kick. You get access to what's called a weekly kick, and so being a subscriber, you get to be a you get access to a weekly kick, and someone just called in their weekly kick.
Hey, there it
So
is. But also Santana. Here's the thing too, because they just had a report come out in the state of Texas since 2019, when Roe versus Wade was overturned. Pregnancy deaths have increased by 56%.
Exactly.
56%.
But not
All
even
right.
just that.
Yes, ma'am.
As a black woman, our maternal death rate is so abysmal that how could
Exactly.
anybody in good conscience be mad at a woman if the doctor is saying, hey, it is not in your best interest to have this baby? Then she need to be doing whatever she need to do to survive.
And
Y'all
doctors
want to
are
people want to
afraid
bring
to
babies
perform
into
these
this
procedures.
world and leave the babies by themselves. What happens if the mama died? Unalived, my bad.
yeah,
Yeah, and just like TJ came up and talked about Marcellus Williams, they are the same ones that are against AB, but for executions.
Exactly. And
Well,
she's
they're
telling us something she
pro-life.
believe in body autonomy. You have body
okay.
autonomy.
Okay,
Girl,
so hold on one second, because I want to do this. I want to acknowledge Barb, and I also want to acknowledge Dr. Keisha Davis. Dr. Keisha Davis, are you an actual doctor as well?
I'm an actual medical doctor. I am.
Listen. There's nobody else on TikTok that has a smart panel like I do. Like you, who else has doctors coming up on their panels? Boom, boom. I got Dr. Coco and I got Dr. Keisha Davis. Can we get some W's in the chat for the doctors, the good doctors?
Santana in the chat.
Anyway, I'm sorry. And Barb, are you back now? Barb, are we gonna do this again, Barb? Okay, Barb, I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna send you on down the old dusty road. I'm gonna go ahead and kick you. All right, guys, we're at 113,000 likes. Let's keep tapping. Let's get up to 125,000 likes. Our goal for the night is 250,000. Dr. Keisha, I want to come to you, but first, I want to give level set. Dr. Keisha, for this election, are you voting for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Wait, are you asking me?
Yes.
Oh, that's not even a question. It's VP Harris.
Okay.
VP Harris.
Okay. Okay.
These are based on facts.
Okay, I just wanted to level set before we got going. And now, Shamrock, you're the sole survivor right now. You're fighting for all the orange pride right now. So I wanted to come back to you for a second, and I know you had something that you wanted to say when we were talking. I want to give you the floor.
I have a great life, beautiful wife, beautiful home. Ultimately, I'm a worker. I get out and make things happen. You guys have been talking about the same subject for like 20, 30 minutes. Like, what about the future now? Because ultimately, this has been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years. So the woman's body is important, but it's not that important more than the economy.
Okay,
Wait,
so what?
wait, hold on. I want to make sure I heard the end of what you said. A woman's body isn't that. Say that last sentence again. I want to make sure I heard that.
The most important thing is the economy. This has been going on for years. This small issue about abortion has been going on for years.
First of all, it's AB. Okay. Oh,
AB.
okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
The most
That's
important
fine.
thing is that the world has been turning.
Okay.
Regardless of this small situation.
So Shamrock, what future policy of Trump's are you supporting?
Exactly.
Since
That's
you
the
want to talk
question.
about the future so much, let's talk about it.
Exactly. What future policies of Trump's do you support? Do you like?
The most important thing is this: is when your character's intact.
Hold on. You better say a policy or
Once your character, if your character's
Hey,
intact, I can deal with this,
Shamrock. You made a statement, my friend, and I'm gonna make you stand on that statement. You're talking about future policies. What future policy of Donald Timothy Trump do you like?
We're going to shut the border down. We're going to get rid of the. We're going to get rid of the ABs, and we're definitely going to get rid of all the illegal immigrants. Those are the policies that I stand on.
So you're a traditional man. So are you a Christian man?
I wouldn't be this far without Jesus Christ, man.
So you believe in Jim Crow Jesus?
I can't hear him.
He believes in Jim Crow Jesus.
I do believe Jim Crow. So funny. That's always funny. You know that Jesus believed in open borders, right?
Say it.
You do also know that AB is in the Bible and specific instructions as far as how do you go about delivering an AB is in the Bible as well. Oh, and also for Christina, if she's still listening, you're talking about kids having rights. Apparently, in the Bible, when you unalive a person, then that was a sin and recognized as being unaliving someone. But if you cause an AB in the Bible, it was just a property loss. So they are not the same. So obviously, Shamrock, you support the Bible book, right? So therefore, you support those ABs.
Yeah, also to add to that, Santana, there are economic ramifications for the lack of AB accessibilities. Since you want to bring up the economy.
And not only that, again, he stated because he wants to keep focusing on this border thing. He's going to shut down the border, and then what? What's that going to do? So shut it down, and then what? What's his plan? How he going to get people out of here? What's the plan?
Ultimately, first things first. Once we get rid of Harris, we'll go from there.
No, see, again, you talking about a concept of a plan that you on his thing. That whole concept of a plan. Again, what's the plan? Because he stated it, he said it. I'm gonna deport people and this and that. So how is that gonna be? How has he spelled that out? What's his plan for that?
Man, we're watching the same TV station just like you are. When
Okay,
it
but
lands
again,
in, you'll see it yourself.
no, no,
I
no,
can't
no.
get involved with
You're
speaking for
making the
Trump.
statements.
I
You're
can speak
making the
for myself.
statements. Okay,
These are
but you
not
said it.
these are the things that he's saying. Like we're all watching it. The same thing that you guys get off the internet. The same. We all have the same screen.
But sir, you're the one who's getting up here saying that you support this. What do you have? What are you supporting? You
I just
stated
told
it.
you the
You stated
USA.
it. How's it going to
Trump,
be
the
done?
USA.
How's it going to
I'm a
be done?
traditional person. I'm not going to get involved with same-sex
Again,
marriages. I'm not
closing
going
the
to get involved
border.
with gender benders. I'm not going to get involved with inflation. I'm not going to get involved with illegal immigrants. I stand on business. I'm not changing my traditional ways to be friendly.
Okay, wait a
Okay,
minute.
so
You do recognize that undocumented immigrants, that they bring billions of dollars to the economy, right? And if we sent all those undocumented people away, our economy would crash and burn.
literally crash.
Yeah, they support the
Like
economy
that,
that we care so much about.
you don't even understand that a lot of the citrus that you eat is picked by those undocumented immigrants. Different things like that. The economy would shut down. So
Ma'am,
what is the plan to fix
I have
that?
filled out EC1s, OSHA reports on people dying on my shift when I tell them to clamp
Unalive.
off and unalive when they fall and they're not from here, but they put the paperwork together and we had to fund a GoFundMe to bury this person. That was illegal. Like I've had to deal with deaths.
Hold
Undocumented. No
on.
one's illegal.
But hold on. But you have American citizens that have to use GoFundMe's for medical expenses and funeral
Exactly.
expenses every day.
I'm
So
telling you
that's not nothing
firsthand what I've had to
special.
deal with. I've had to
That's
deal with deaths on the
anecdotal.
scene. You guys are just talking s. I'm
Okay.
making things happen. I've
Okay.
seen this
All right.
every
Hold
day,
on.
like
Hold
I
on.
every
Hold
other
doubt
on.
day.
it.
Hold on. Hold on.
People are
1 second.
dying out there
One
on
second. One
construction.
second. 1 second. Can I get everybody on the panel, please, please, please mute up for me, please, 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 please. 1 second, guys. So we have Bone on the panel. Bone is one of my mods. We're gonna go ahead and give him the floor for a moment, and then we'll get back to it with Erica. Bone, the floor is yours.
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Hey, I'm out here living life. We're doing some things right now, apparently. So
Yeah, I've been hearing it.
yeah.
I just have two things. All right, y'all. If you are someone who feels that you are on the right side of history and that you are doing the right thing, do not be ableist in the chat by calling people slow and all types of other things like that. All right.
Exactly.
Also, if you are not a mod, please stop using all caps. Punctuation exists for a reason. Exclamation points are called exclamation points for a reason. All right. If you need to be seen that bad, despite people and knowing that the TikTok etiquette is that all caps are for mods and the host only, so that mods can get the host or people's attention, then that's pretty sad. All right. Just use the punctuation. Even if you're friendly, I will mute you if you use all caps again. All right. That's all I want to say. That's it. I'm gonna get out of the way.
Hey, Bones.
What's up?
What's our daily light goal for today? Can you share that with the class?
Your daily light goal. You're looking at 122 right now, so I would say 200K.
No. Look at the top, Bones. Look at the top of the screen. It's up at the top. I think it's the top left-hand corner for you.
Oh. I don't see it. It's not on my screen, but I'm going to anyway.
Okay. It's 250K. 250K, and we're at 123,000.
Wait, why is it not on your screen?
Eric, can you see it? Erica, I don't know what we can't hear you.
You're
It's
muted.
super small.
It's super small.
Super small, but it's up the top right of the screen. There you go. You just moved it.
Wow, bruh. That's not enough. That is tiny.
I can't see that.
That is
You
so
need to make that bigger. That's what that was.
It looks
Make it bigger.
That's
Make it
too
bigger.
big. That's too
That's
big.
too big, Santana. Stop.
Is this okay? Can you guys see it?
We can see it now. We can
Cap
see
on
it
the
now.
cap.
We can see it now. Listen, we all know that bigger is better, so there's that.
Well, actually,
We're gonna keep
y'all heard
this
it.
in the realm of politics.
Well, depending on who you're dealing with, it
Santana.
can get pretty political. But no, for real, y'all. Look, we're halfway there. So 250K. All you got to do is tap. You got 262 people in here. Tap until you feel the red bar. Stop for a second. Tap till you feel the red bar again. That is the fastest way to get your taps up. All right. If you just continuously tap, 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 it won't register all of the taps. All right. Just tap till you feel the red bar. Pause for a second and start tapping again. That's all I got to say. What's up?
Oh, real quick.
What's up?
People in the comments were saying that the panel shouldn't tap the screen. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, I got feedback. I got feedback that we're good. As long as you're good.
That doesn't make sense. That's just another.
Okay,
That's the same as the F1 myth. It's just people saying stuff. You go ahead. Anyone can tap the screen. Even the host can tap the screen. So, y'all stop believing every little thing people say. Like, come on, y'all. Yeah. And do not use F1 even if you hear something bad, because it's seen as spam and it can cause moderators to come and watch this live and see if people are spamming the comment section. All right, I'm gonna shut up. Y'all get back to doing what y'all doing. All right, much love.
All right, I appreciate you, my brother. Hey, so I just want to, Shamrock, I just want to put you on notice. So Dr. Coco is a sub, and Dr. Coco has access to what's called a weekly kick. And Dr. Coco is putting you on notice that she might end up using her weekly kick on you. So I just wanted to give you that so you know where it comes from.
That is funny.
I don't really have an opinion about any of that. The most important thing I said earlier, I don't transgender, I don't deal with same-sex marriages, and I don't deal with eradicating children. That's for the blue team, not for the red team.
Okay. So let me.
That was me.
Why? What happened?
I didn't drop him. I think I know who dropped him. I was mocking him.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gone.
I wanted to say a few things about immigration.
Mm-hmm.
About immigrants in this country, undocumented immigrants. They work. They have jobs. They get tax identification numbers, so TINs. All right. They pay taxes. They pay federal, state, and local taxes. And let me see. In 2022, they paid $96.7 billion in taxes. And $59.4 billion of that was for the federal government. All right. Here's the thing. They don't get to benefit from that money that they're putting back into our economy. They don't get to benefit. They're not eligible for Social Security. They're not eligible for unemployment benefits. None of that stuff. So an immigrant coming here and working a job that, and I really don't want to say this, but working a job that you likely wouldn't do yourself has no impact on you whatsoever. Just admit that you're xenophobic and you're just a hateful fucktard of a person. That's all there is to it.
That's a slur. We don't want to use it.
I can't say that. So I can't say that. I'm sorry.
No, and you said it again.
I'm sorry, but you're not a good person. And I just learned something new tonight, so I'll never say that again. But you're just not a good person to be so pressed about immigration, and it doesn't have any impact on you whatsoever.
Yeah, it doesn't change. It doesn't change the way your life go on a day-to-day basis at all. Like at all. What? Okay, so I'm against abortion, but I mean, like,
AB.
I'm not gonna do it. AB. I'm against AB, but I mean, that's not my business.
Yep. No, I appreciate it, but
what you do in your life is your business.
Yeah. No. I appreciate that. But David, give me 1 second, my friend. I apologize because we got a couple of people here on the panel that haven't gotten to speak. And I wanted to go to Dr. Keisha, but she's teacupping right now. So I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Dr. Keisha, you back? Or would you prefer Dr. Davis, or is it okay if I call you Dr. Keisha? Because I feel like we're friends now. So I want to call you like Dr. Keisha sounds cool to me. And she teacup again. Okay. What would you like to speak on, Dr. Keisha?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Hold on.
You're kind of low.
Oh, okay. Because it's not lighting up. Hold on. Let me use my
Okay.
earpiece.
No, you're good now.
Oh, I am? Okay. Now it's coming in. Is that better?
That's better.
Okay. Yeah, I can speak about anything. I mean, I'm listening to the immigration conversation, which is interesting when 14% of the United States population is considered, immigrants, from doctors, from the bakery, from the drivers. So, I hate when people use that as a tactic when they're bothering us, because without them, you better take the clothes off your back. You better take the shoes off your feet. You better forget a taxi driver. You better go to and get you a garden. You better cook your own food. You better find you a doctor and a teacher and a building. Oops, there goes your house. So, let's stop with that rhetoric. We're in the United States of America. So, all of us depend on a plethora of people from diverse backgrounds. And the AB conversation stops there because a lot of us need to go back to biology. I've heard 9 trimesters. I've heard people believing somebody that didn't finish college that believes that ABs are really happening at 9 months and after, and still allow that. Our own governor in Texas is saying that. It's ridiculous because doctors are getting attacked because of it. It's ridiculous because we know it's not true. When less than 10% even happen in the second trimester, when they do, they're emergencies. When less than 1% happen in the third trimester and they're emergencies, they're not elective. Third of all, it's the conversation between the doctor who is board certified. I'm board certified in pathology. My friends are board certified in OB, and they have to go through stringent training. They're not going to be sitting there and someone saying, oh, do an abortion on me, and decide to do it at a late time. But what is happening is now, because of these abortion bans in 10 plus, 15 plus states.
Hey, Dr. Keisha, we got to say AB because TikTok.
Oh, sorry.
The TikTok gonna get us.
AB. Okay, so because of the AB, now residents don't know how to do the procedure that is allowed to do in an emergent situation, whether it is a miscarriage or not. They're not able to do that procedure because they don't know how to do it. So in these states, there's hundreds, now 1,000 plus residents that don't know how to do that procedure. So imagine if they go to another state where you don't believe in it, and then your wife or significant other has a miscarriage, and oops, I'm sorry, I don't know how to do that. I was never trained.
No, you're good. You're good.
No. I'm saying that's what the doctor's going to say. Oops, I don't know how to do the procedure. I've never trained, but it's an emergency. So they're going to attempt to do something that they never had the ability to do because they're not in a state that can do it. You can't just tell a doctor to go to another state in training because you have to have a provisional license to practice to do it. In addition to that, it's not like then hundreds of doctors can now slew across this to other states to be able to learn how to do it. So I would just say, think about the AB conversation. It's bigger than we think. Laws that are written are not what doctors interpret. So when you're in a situation, you have an attorney writing something or people writing a law and they don't understand medicine. And then the caveats are not in there. Then there's also a team of people. If you look at Project 2025 and beyond, they have people that are sitting here that have nothing else to do but to sit and report. Regardless if the reporting is correct, what happens? We have to go through, waste our time and money to get an attorney to combat these lawsuits when we should be practicing medicine because of that. I'll tell you about that. Then there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. It wasn't the AB conversation. Give me a second, I'll think about it. But it wasn't
no
important.
worries. Real quick, while Dr. Keisha is getting to that last point, guys, tap the screen. Let's get up to 150,000 likes. Let's keep going. Share the live out. Also, it looks like David keeps having an issue. I can't get him up. And then also, Christina, you can stop requesting back up. They used the weekly kick on you. You can't come back tonight, my friend. I'm sorry. So if anyone else is interested in coming up, just go ahead and shoot a request and we'll get you up as well. But I'm sorry, Dr. Keisha, go right ahead.
Oh, Planned Parenthood. Please don't let me tell you all what's happened since the closing of Planned Parenthood. You know what's increased? STIs. So syphilis is on the rise. It's raining syphilis, like it's raining cats and dogs. It's raining all kinds of things. And do not forget that syphilis also for the pregnant person causes neurosyphilis and other congenital diseases and actually can lead to a stillborn. So because of closing these Planned Parenthoods, which actually did cancer care, they did STIs, they did regular treatment for patients. They can't go elsewhere. So I just wanted to point that out.
Yep, there's been an increase in babies being born with syphilis.
Yeah,
They've been born infected. Yep.
I tell you what, it's
Genital, yep.
a cold world out there. You guys be safe. I'm glad I'm not in these streets anymore. I don't have to worry about that.
It's a domino effect.
Oh my gosh, management got me locked up, and I'm happy about that. So, okay. Shani, is that how you say it? Shani?
Hi, it's Shawnee.
Shani, how are you, Shani?
Oh, well, thanks for asking, and thanks for bringing me.
Absolutely. I saw you down there in the chat lighting it up. I said, okay,
yeah.
come through.
I
What
was
would you
a
like to
little-
talk about?
Well, I'm voting for Harris, and I just want to say to first of all, I enjoy your you all panel I try to jump on every time I see you guys because I enjoy it. It's civil, and you guys keep it under control.
Hey, Shani, I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
Are you following Erica?
I don't know. I'm trying to follow everybody. I will follow
everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat, everybody, please make sure that you're following Erica as well. Erica is my co-host. Please follow Erica. Follow me if you haven't, but make sure you're following Erica specifically.
I am following.
Perfect. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm following Erica. No problem. I just want to say to Dr. Davis, thank you for going a little bit more in depth with the ABs because about 10 years ago, I had to have emergency surgery. And this day and age, it would be considered AB. Because it just seems like people are just brushing AB with a wide brush. And it's not that simple. I had a baby was in the tubes and one had crystallized outside my womb. So when I was thinking about Project 2025 and all that, I would not be able to have a procedure in the state of Ohio. And my state is the state that the little girl was, oh goodness, I forgot the word for TikTok you can't say, but she was
unalived.
SA.
Oh, SA. Yeah.
And since she was 5 years old, and at 12 years old, she became pregnant. And they made her, the law passed, and they made her carry that child to term. And I think she's on like commercials now during this political season. But everyone needs to understand, and then I know the traditional man was talking about, and I'm going to end it after this. The traditional man was talking about ABs and all that. And, people have their own choices. If you're a Christian, they have to answer to their maker at the end of the day. And no, I believe you have free will. It's in the word, you get free will. So no one has a right to tell you what to do. You have to answer for that for yourself. So a traditional man, a real man protects a person in any situation because you're supposed to love your brother as you love yourself, or your sister as you love yourself. That's all I had to say. And God bless everybody.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming up and dropping a bit of a word on us. And also, wait, hold on. Because I did see that. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the team. Make sure you get access to the Discord because there's some top secret information in the Discord. You too, Dr. Coco. Make sure that you check that out because there's some G14 classified information in the Discord, and there might be some more soon.
I will. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Roxana, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Good. Roxana, what would you like to talk about?
Yeah, so I'm new to TikTok Live is something that I'm very new to. I don't consider myself to be very political. I know exactly who I'm voting for, which will be Harris. And just to circle back,
on some of the conversations, or topics that we've touched on, especially about immigration. Um, for me, I've worked at my job for 25 years. There's no immigrant that's coming to take my black job away from me, right? Um, and so, I think some of the rhetoric I hear from the other side is completely ridiculous. Um, and it keeps being repeated. If you say it once, maybe you slipped up, but if you continue to use that type of rhetoric to sway black voters your way, because they're threatening our jobs, then it's a little ridiculous to me. From a position of AB, I'm 47. Not my concern. I want, it's not a concern of mine. Lord forbid I become pregnant at 47. I
That's
probably
gonna
jump
be a
off
long walk that you got to deal with.
I know I'll probably jump off a bridge. It's not my concern, but I
Right.
have a 24-year-old daughter and I have a 28-year-old son, right? And things happen. Even if it's not medically necessary, I still believe that a woman has a right to choose what she wants to do with her body. I think it's even more important when we talk about things such as incest, those types of AP, those types of things. That is even more important. And I am very fearful that now it's been put in the hands of the state that women have to travel across state lines to get the medical care necessary for them, and that's a very scary situation, especially if you don't have the means to do it. I will say the company that I work for, even though they did not come out and say specifically why they put a policy in place, they actually will pay for interstate travel for you to have a medical procedure done, right? So they didn't come out and say it, but they said it. And I appreciate the fact that after 25 years, I've worked for a company that picks up on things and makes adjustments. And not everyone is going to have that same luxury. And I think that's the sad state. Nobody should tell us what we should do, um, with our bodies. And I think someone brought up earlier, um, you want us to have the children, but you don't want to provide the necessary subsidies to make sure that we can take care of those children once they are here.
Yeah.
And I think that's a valid point because, um, you know, sometimes I think we all know that there are instances where us women, become the sole provider, and men sometimes just don't step up. I know some amazing fathers, absolutely amazing fathers, but I also know some deadbeat ones too, right? And so when you don't have anybody who is standing up for you, standing up for that child, and it's left to you to do solely by yourself, it makes your journey a little bit harder. Not to say that it can't be done, but you have to have a shared responsibility. We did not create this child by ourselves. There was somebody else who helped us.
Yeah, no, you know what's funny, and you said that, like, that's the problem that I had earlier, right? When the statement was made like, "Oh, close your legs," and that's something that bothers me so much because there's
Right.
such an emphasis put on what women do and like, oh, it's the woman's responsibility when it's more than that. It's a shared effort, and even more than that, like I feel like I feel like men get away with a lot when it comes to that whole process, and then not only are your men are not getting the blame, but also they get a say whether or not a woman can control her own body. So I think that's a huge issue, right? So I
Yeah.
completely agree with that.
Yeah, and I don't like the fact that it's some man deciding for me what is best for me. You don't
Yep,
even know me.
absolutely.
You don't even know me. You are making a blanket statement about women, and and then we have the rhetoric from the other side that talks about women who don't have children. So which is it that you want? You have this standard that says we should bear all children. Some women don't want children. Some women unfortunately want children and are having problems reproductively with having their own children. I am actually adopted, so I always feel proud that you know my parents chose me. But I always ask the question, if I'm in a room and I'm having a discussion with someone who doesn't want abort ABs, how many children have you adopted?
Yeah, no, I think that's a great point, and I think that a lot of people make a lot of decisions when it comes to other people body and what they should or shouldn't do with their children. But like you just said, there's a lot that they could be doing to help out. I mean, you talk about the amount of kids that are in foster care systems or that need to be adopted and all this other stuff. So I think there's a lot of room for that. But hey, Roxana, I really appreciate you coming up and sharing that information with us and spending some time up on the panel with us.
Yeah, absolutely. This is my first time, but I think I'll be back.
Hey,
I think
please,
I'll be
please,
back.
please,
Yeah.
please. Did you give me and Erica a follow?
I gave you a follow.
You gotta
I'm
follow E
old,
too.
but I don't know how to do all of that. I'm old.
Just click it a tickety top. That's all you gotta do.
I'm old. I don't know how to do all this stuff.
You see, touch on Erica's face. You should be able to like touch on her face and then you can give her a follow.
But when I touch on her face, it just tries to give me gifts to give.
Well, gift her too. Then they're trying to we're trying to speak that into existence. Gift your
No,
panel.
I can gift her, yeah, but it doesn't give me an option to follow.
No.
I'll figure
I
it
followed
out.
you, Roxana.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna drop
All
you
right.
down and then you should be able to follow her. And thank you so much for coming up.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. David Reed. We're gonna try this one more time because we've been doing this dance for a while, my friend.
Can you hear me?
We can finally hear you. This is the third time.
Yeah, I actually it's about the fifth time. Your face is frozen. Not now, but it has been almost half the time I've been listening.
Wait. Dr. Coco,
your face.
Dr. Coco, Erica, Dr. Keisha, have I been frozen to you guys?
Not at all.
No, you have not.
Chat, have I been frozen to the chat? Also, chat, we're at 160,000 likes. Let's get, hey, David, I think that's you, my friend. Everybody else is saying no.
Okay.
Did you turn on your MAGA mobile today?
Beg your pardon?
Did you turn on your MAGA mobile today?
Wi-Fi.
What does that mean?
No.
That man has DNC Wi-Fi. He doesn't have MAGA.
MAGA mobile. No, what would you like to talk about, my friend?
I was just, I find it interesting when people call in and talk about the border. I live in San Antonio. It's 130 miles from quite a few border towns. And all this talk of immigrants coming in. If they are coming in, they're not coming through San Antonio, which is the first major city, Spanish-speaking city, that they can get to. And I just don't see it. And I just think they're fear-mongering every time they bring up someone black or brown or anything but lily or pure white. So I don't know why they keep using the same issue, but I guess it works for somebody, because I certainly hear enough people repeating some of the talking points from places like Fox News and JD Vance and the other guy that's running. But that's kind of all I wanted to say, and I'm sorry I had so much trouble tonight, but I want to say thank you, and I'm enjoying it.
No worries.
The live.
I always appreciate you, David.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, thank you, my friend, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the evening.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Hey guys, keep tapping the screen, tap, tap, tap. Let's get to 175,000 likes. Also, just a quick announcement. It was brought to my attention that we might have gotten a flag. No need to restart or anything, but just a heads up to everyone on the panel. We are going to be a little bit strict as far as misinformation, disinformation, or if there's any flags that pop up. So, what's his name? Whatever the guy was, the reason why he got dropped was because he was getting a live flag, so we got to keep an eye out for that. So anyway, guys, keep tapping the screen, share the live out. Let's get back on the FYP. Jonathan number 2, what would you like to talk about, my friend? Jonathan, are you there? Jonathan going once, Jonathan going twice.
Can you hear me?
There we go. How are you, my friend?
Great. How about you guys?
Good. What would you like to talk about?
I followed everybody on the panel.
Awesome.
And I appreciate you inviting me up, host. I just wanted to come on the panel and remind everybody about a few things. It is important for us.
I apologize, Jonathan. Real quick before I just noticed this, guys. We're in the sub wave apparently, and we got like 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes to get 3 subs. So if you're interested in becoming a sub, please go ahead and subscribe. You get access to all these cool emotes. You get access to the Discord. You get access to a weekly kick. You get fast pass if you want to come up and actually talk to the panel. Please go ahead and sub. We need 3 subs in the next 3 minutes. So if you're not subscribed yet, please, let's go ahead and get those 3 subs. Let's close out this sub wave. Jonathan, I'm sorry. Go ahead, my friend.
I just want to say I listen to you all the time, and I appreciate you live. And keep doing the work that you're doing, because it's making a difference. And I just want to remind everybody that we must not forget about Project 2025. We need to keep talking about that. It was a big topic right before the debate. And right after the debate, everybody went to talking about cats and dogs, and we forgot about it. So we need to please keep that in the forefront. Let's not forget about Project 2025, because that is a dangerous manifesto that was drafted up by the Heritage Foundation, and if Donald Trump is elected in office, he planned on implementing this on day one. Also, I want to encourage everybody to please get registered to vote. I believe the deadline is going to be October the 5th. For anybody that has not registered to vote, please get registered to vote. If you have not registered to vote, please, if you need to change your registration, if you've moved to a different location, if your driving license is not up to date and hasn't been changed, please get all of this done before Election Day. And last but not least, I want to encourage everybody to watch this documentary called Bad Fate. I just finished it up tonight. But it's a documentary on Tubi. I believe it might be on Netflix as well. Please watch this documentary, and you will understand who is behind this movement by the Republican Party. It is all wrapped up in white tea, supremacist groups, and please, if you get time, watch this documentary. I appreciate your host, and
Thank you for coming up and dropping.
you guys have a blessed night.
Thank you. You as well. You know what? He with him saying that, it reminded me of one other. Just real quick for anybody on the panel, has anybody seen From Russia with Liv, the documentary about Liv Parnas? Have you guys seen that one yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I heard a lot about that. I need to check that out. So
I'm like, where can I watch it?
yeah, I think it's out, right? I see some people in the chat saying yes.
Is it on MSNBC?
Chat, do you guys know where it's located? Where you can From Russia with Liv. Lev. I'm saying Lev Parnas. It's
Yes.
Lev Parnas. I've seen clips from it, so okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Olivia's teacup. So David, I'm gonna come back to you. David, what else would you like to say, my friend? David, are you still there?
Are you talking to Jarvis?
No, not you yet. Hold on, one moment. David going once. David going twice. All right, David. Olivia, how are you, my friend?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you?
I don't know how I ended up in the panel.
You came up
I'm
because you're
excited to be
awesome.
here and
Exactly.
well, thank you. I just wanted to say I really appreciate this live and the sharing of information and, talking about what's going on in our country. Yeah, and that's all. That's all yeah. I think you guys are great, and this is a really cool live. So thanks for doing this.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate you coming up. Did you give us a follow?
I did.
And you're following Erica?
Yes, and Dr. Coco and Dr. Keisha as well.
Hey, awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming up, and I hope you continue to enjoy the live.
Thanks for having me. I can't wait to see you guys again.
Yeah. Oh, are you coming back tomorrow?
Do you guys do this every night?
Well, first and foremost, yes. Late Nights with Santana happens every night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, 3 hours every single night. But tomorrow, Dr. Coco, Dr. Davis, are you guys there? Are you listening?
Yep.
I'm here.
Okay, so you guys are going to enjoy this as well. So last week I did an all male black men panel called Black Man to Black Men, Harris over Trump, where 4 black content creators that includes Dr. Jones, not Dr. Jones, Mr. Jones X, Polly Politics, Navi the Arthur Robinson, and DJ Easy. We had a discussion about why is it that certain black men are more willing to vote for Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris. And we dug into a lot of issues. It was an hour-long conversation. Then we opened up for 30 minutes of questions. Well, that went over so well that tomorrow I'm actually doing the same thing, but it's going to be a black women panel. So we're going to have Southern Fried Cali. We're going to have the Black Historian. We're going to have Jessica Simone, and we're going to have Buzzy Little Bumblebee. So tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, it's going to be an all black women panel discussing why is it that black men are so willing to actually vote for Donald Trump over Kamala Harris. It's going to be called Black Women Teaching Black Men. So if you guys are free, got some time, check it out.
Oh yeah, that sounds really good.
Hey, it's going to be good. But Olivia, thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Jarvis, we're on to you, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What would you like to talk about?
I want to really talk about ourselves.
Okay.
When I say ourselves, I mean ourselves, people of color.
Mm-hmm.
And when I go into statistics, it shows that we form just about 30% of this country. And 13% of this country, 1-3. But then, when I go to stuff like diseases and different types of diseases, we are more susceptible. We have more of those diseases than any other subgroup. I look at
Hey, hold on one second. Hold on one second, Jarvis, because we got to push back on that. First and foremost, I'm going to need some sources. Secondly, we got two doctors on the panel, so watch what you're saying. Third, where do you live?
I live in Georgia, but I'm in Ohio now.
Okay, so you live in Georgia and you're in Ohio. Are you speaking to nationwide statistics? Are you speaking to statistics in Georgia, Ohio? What are you speaking on specifically?
Okay, let me say the statistics in the southern region of Georgia, the southern state.
So the southeast region of Georgia, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, about the south. Yeah.
Okay, so you started to make a blanket statement saying that talking about the entire population, but then okay, I'm all right. Let's take a whole step back. And again, please be aware that we actually have actual doctors on the panel. So let's make sure that whatever words you're using, that you're being accurate, because you will be fact checked. Go ahead.
Okay, like you said, they are doctors. I am a disease scientist. I know about the prevalence of diseases more than the doctors that you are talking about. I'm a
Okay.
disease scientist. Okay.
Okay.
Can I go ahead?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, so keeping those diseases aside, I can go into how many of us people of color are in jail. We form about 50%.
That's
Those are
not true.
facts.
No, it's
You
not.
can check.
It's 38%. I've already checked. That's not
Okay.
true.
Yeah, I said
There's
approximately
actually
about.
there's no. You
Okay.
you said 51%. There, the
No, I
51%
said
is
about
actually
50. I
what
said
the.
about 50.
One second. The 51% is actually it's 52%. 52%. The prison population is made up of 52% white people. So where are you going with this?
I'm talking. We are 13% of the population, and we form 38%. If, as you say, that is way high,
Okay.
right?
I'm trying to understand where
Then,
you're going with this one, Jarvis.
yes, let me conclude. And
Okay.
then, when we look at the middle class, we are mostly in the middle class, and the stuff that we are facing, like gas prices, groceries, are affecting us people of color more than any other subgroup. But yet, when you go to every show,
Yeah, Jarvis, you just got kicked. What's going on? We fight / we trust.
Who kicked him?
Yeah, we trust.
No, she did it.
Yes, she did. We fight. She said, "Can I use my kick?" She got
She
him
was
up out the
not here for
paint.
the nonsense tonight. Good
She was
grief.
not. She was not.
I don't
So
understand why they want to come and just spew this stuff. Like they get
yeah,
to say all
no,
of these incorrect things, and it's like, okay, what's the point? Because you just talked for 5 minutes. What's the
yeah,
point?
no. Like what are we
Just
doing?
to say something,
What are we doing?
nothing.
Travis, how are you this evening? Travis, are you there?
Trying to figure this out. I apologize.
No worries, my friend. How are you this evening?
I'm doing good. I don't actually agree with a lot of you people on your area,
What
and
do you
I
mean by
apologize.
what do you mean you people?
I meant like in
No,
general the
I'm just giving you a
liberal.
hard time. I'm
Oh,
just
okay,
giving you a
okay.
hard time.
Okay.
Go
I mean,
ahead.
the liberal things on everything. I'm a veteran. I fought from '04 to '08, Iraq, Afghanistan. Me being a veteran, I see a lot of homeless veterans on the street. I see that there's an issue with veterans as a whole. I don't think you guys will know anything about being a veteran because you guys have never served. I think this $9,000 vouchers in Chicago and all that to help the refugees is an issue because if we have homeless vets, they should be taken care of first, period.
Okay.
If we have homeless Americans, we should be taking care of them, period. We have mental health issues in this country that both Republicans and Democrats have both failed on. That started with Nixon, getting rid of the mental health clinics. That is the issue in this country that needs to be fixed, and neither side is actually fixing it. Because I think the common thing that people say with homeless is that they're lazy. A lot of them are mentally ill, and they're not properly taken care of. And we're not taking care of our Americans first, and that needs to be done, especially our vets. And veterans, we don't have color. Every veteran's from a different culture. So there's no race. Race doesn't play anything in veterans. So I'm just trying to say in general that there's an issue here.
Yeah.
And veterans have been disregarded for a very long time when 70% are either going to be homeless or in the process of being homeless.
Yeah, well, and so the thing that I will definitely say about that is when it comes to veterans and supporting veterans and also unhoused people, yeah, that's definitely really important, and that's something that we want to make sure that we're doing. But just to kind of speak to what has happened. The Biden-Harris administration went through and they were able to secure funding for a bipartisan bill for veterans, and this is called the PACT Act, which that actually increased the amount of funds that they were getting. This was after an attempt by Republicans to actually block additional funds for veterans. So when you talk about the yes, Kay, we can. I'm sorry, I just saw someone in the chat. When you talk about the actual support that's happening, I do agree that we definitely need to do more we need to do more to help support our veterans. But even more than that, we can talk about what the Republican Party has done specifically to block the efforts to support those veterans. But Travis, instead of me actually having this conversation, I would rather let someone who's way more equipped than myself have this conversation. So we have Hawk here on the panel, and I'm going to let Hawk actually have a conversation with you.
Yeah, so specifically to address what he was saying, those are completely separate issues and you can't conflate them all. You're not wrong. There is an issue with homeless vets and all of this stuff and everything else, but that has nothing to do with the other issue, right? So two things can be true at the same time, and those are all things that need to be addressed. Would you agree?
Yes, and by the way, the PACT Act was for burn pit victims, and it was
No,
other
it wasn't,
service
sir.
connections.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was. I am
No,
a
it
vet.
was
I am
not.
80%. I am 80% service connected. I know
Okay,
what the PACT Act is.
first of all, Travis, we had this conversation down in the chat. I served for 26 years, so you don't have to keep telling me you're a vet. Okay, that does not matter, right? The issue is the PACT Act was specifically for, and not to be funny, it actually goes all the way back to Vietnam, because veterans that weren't getting help for Agent Orange and everything else are now getting help for that because of the PACT Act. The PACT Act was actually because of the burn pits and stuff that happened and everything else, but they expanded a lot of things because of the PACT Act. It wasn't a one issue thing.
Yeah, and I have it up right now. It definitely did help with burn pits, but it also helped with it says here veterans medical care. It helps with military constructions. The bill backtracks of promises. Let's see here. It put the framework to. It says it's basically about the framework for veterans medical care. So it's more than Agent Orange.
You're actually confirming what I just said. And since it was first initiated, it's been expanded to cover even more things. So the PACT Act is a good thing, right?
No, I'm not saying the PACT Act isn't a good thing. What I'm saying is that if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. Until we get everybody homeless off the street, until we take care of our mental ill problems, until we take care of our veterans, we shouldn't be taking care of anybody else right now.
Okay, so but the issue is that all of these problems have been around for like 45, 50 years or whatever. They haven't addressed the homeless problem in that time. They haven't addressed the veterans problem until now or whatever. So I don't understand what your point is.
My point is all these handouts, this Ukraine war, which we shouldn't actually be in my opinion.
Okay, hang on one second. That's a good point. That's a completely separate issue. That comes out of the military budget, right? So even if they didn't send that money to Ukraine, it couldn't be used for what you're asking for because it's a completely separate budget. You have to understand how the government works, right? The military budget is exactly that. And money that's being sent to Ukraine and any place else over there, whatever, is a small percentage that comes out of the military budget. That money can't be used for anything else other than the military.
With the $171 billion that we use for refugees and immigrants coming over here that could be utilized for our homeless problem instead of helping other people that are coming into our
Quite
country.
possibly, but here's the question: have you addressed your congressmen and senators about the homeless problem?
Yes, I have. Of course, I don't get any answer back. I'm just an ant in the scheme of things.
Well, then don't vote for him again. I mean, not to be funny, a lot of Congress has been reelected many times or whatever. If you're addressing them with your specific concerns and they're not answering those concerns, why do you keep voting for the same people?
Well, I live in Wisconsin. It's actually pretty liberal, so I don't actually get my way in this state.
Hey,
Isn't Wisconsin a swing state?
Hold on one
Santana?
second. Yes, Wisconsin is definitely a swing state. It's actually a state that was in play for Republicans prior to
Wisconsin?
Yes,
Absolutely.
Wisconsin was in play for Republicans prior to Joe Biden stepping down.
Wisconsin?
Yes, Wisconsin.
I'm right next door in Minnesota, sir. Hold on, real quick. While you're talking about you're in Wisconsin, sir, keep it real. You know damn well most of the majority of the population in Milwaukee, currently speaking, is of a black community.
Yeah, Wisconsin is made up of mostly older white people. It did lean hard into Joe Biden, but the way that they were trending for this cycle, again, prior to Joe Biden stepping down, Donald Trump actually was in play, or Wisconsin was in play. Now, the blue wall has kind of reassured a little bit. Pennsylvania is still in play, but yeah, Wisconsin was in play. But real quick, let's take a quick second. Erica, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Erica needs to do a quick announcement, guys. I'm sorry.
Yes. Hi. All right, guys. Keep tapping. Let's get the likes up to 200K. I know you can do it. Tap, tap, tap. They were getting stagnant there for a little while, so I wasn't sure why they weren't moving. That's 179 people in here. You already know we greatly appreciate your support. Help Santana reach his live goal. Right now it's the little donuts. They're adorable. So keep tapping. Definitely keep sharing. We're only at 43 shares. We should be well over 100 shares. So please share, like, and gift the host and the panel. We appreciate your support. And Santana, it's after 10:30. You know what happens to me after 10:30.
I do. I absolutely do. Also, guys, we are two subscribers away from hitting our sub goal for the night. So if you guys are listening, if you're interested, I know we got a new sub on the panel, which I'm coming to her next. But if you are interested, please go ahead and sub. We are 2 subscribers away from our nightly goal.
Did the guy run?
Yeah, he did.
He couldn't wait 2 seconds.
No, Hawk scared him away.
Yeah, I believe it.
Well, I'll be here if y'all need me. I'm right here.
I appreciate you, my
Hawk.
brother. All right. Let's go to, you know what? Let's go ahead and give the floor to our newest sub. Do I say Meeks, or how do I say that?
You had it right. It's Tamika.
Mika. How are you, Mika?
What's up? Thank you so much for allowing me on here.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. My mouth is reckless. I'm in law, and I'm a paralegal.
Hey, I know that's right.
He just rubbed me the wrong way, especially when he said he's in Wisconsin. Well.
Wait, we can barely hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. He knows damn well he Wisconsin, Milwaukee, huge migration of the black community. It's no different from me up here in Minnesota from Chicago.
Yeah.
It was in the 80s.
Yeah.
I'm up here. And I'm sharing my governor with y'all, man. What the hell?
Exactly. Listen, I'm so excited about Tim Walz. Like, he is I feel so. At first, I was like, oh, I don't really know about Tim Walz. But once I realized who he was and like learned more about him, I was like, this dude is dope.
Man, he kept us safe during the pandemic. He really did. And for a Senate, it was in a we got to turn back when he got reelected. Fully done with his whole entire term, but we love him here. He's done so much. Our Democrat Party is called. Oh, you're welcome for the sacrifice. You're welcome. Our Democrat Party up here is called DFL, and it stands for the Democratic Farmers Labor. So he's literally all about the farmers, because up here up north we have
Meeks, you keep kind of going in and out on me. I can't hear you too well.
I'm sorry. I made that whole speech. Can you hear me now?
It's like
I
you
got an
keep going in and
Android.
out.
I got an Android. Don't come at me.
Ooh, I'm not
Don't
even.
come at me. Wait. I'll get better. I promise.
Mhm.
I'll do a TikTok shop and get a little speakerphone or something.
The Tiki Talk shop.
Yeah, the TikTok shop, which is really cheap, by the way, is another thing. But no, I just was just saying real quick, like I just wanted to. Well, it says you have a panel.
Meeks, I can't hear you.
I love
I
my
can't
Android.
hear you, baby.
And everybody else in the chat's talking about whatever chat y'all talking about easy on the Android, but I'm just saying, like,
Because they better be
I don't
easy
want to
on
be too
our
loud.
Androids.
not you too, Dr. Coco.
Not her going. Wait a minute. Not the pause. Wait a minute. Not the mute.
Dr. Coco talking about she got one too.
I sure do.
Y'all supposed to help me out.
Dr. Keisha, you got an iPhone.
Oh, of course.
Boom. Boom.
Wait. Oh, not too much on our Androids. No, I'm with you, Meeks. I'm with you, Meeks.
Okay,
They're not gonna do us this late at night.
That's what I'm talking about for real. Big up. Thank you. I just didn't want to be loud because I get told I talk loud, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to respect, but I get it.
No, you're good. You're good.
You hear me vote now. Good, right? Verizon commercial. Thank you, Dr. Coco. I appreciate you. Really quick, I like your topics up here. There was one in particular I was wondering about or wanted to question about because I've been seeing it on. I'm not saying every, black male like this. But I see it a lot here on TikTok. Now I don't know if they're rage baiting and whatnot, throw coins up and lives, whatever, and they're flip floppers. You do what you do. But what I've noticed, and I don't know if the ladies can, especially the professional ladies, can help answer with this or experience it. Why do black men that are voting for Trump not call out, but they downplay educated black women when they call them on the facts of Trump?
Nope, we're not going to answer that question. You know why we're not going to answer that question?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. What?
Because tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, I am doing a black women's panel where we have 4 different black content creators who are heavily involved in politics. They are super educated. We got Jessica Simone, we got the Black Historian, we got Buzzy Little Bumblebee, and we got Southern Fried Cali. They are going to be talking about those issues specifically tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Is going to be amazing, and I just don't want to give away what we have. You listen. You are right there. You're right there. I promise you, it's a thing. You're not. So it's not clickbait. It's not made up. It's a thing. You're absolutely right.
Okay. I mean, because I just experienced it myself, and it's like, okay, never mind. I'm not going to go more into it, but okay. I don't want to explore it. I didn't know. So, well, dang, I ain't got nothing else to talk about then. Damn.
Okay. Well,
hey, Santana.
Listen. Yep.
Is the video from the Black Men panel, is that still available on the YouTube channel?
It is. It's on the YouTubes. Oh, listen.
So they talk about it too.
Listen. So check the link in my bio. The link is in my bio, but go to the YouTube channel. I post all of the late nights with Jones. I also do Sundays brunch with my creators, where I interview different content creators and we talk about not necessarily their content, but the why behind their content. We talk about what motivates them to do what they do and all of those types of things, but that's on there as well. But the Black Man to Black Man panel is on there as well. So if you guys want to go back and watch it with the 4 black content creators, you can do that as well. So all of that is on there.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, because I will do that. I like to listen while I'm at work. And I had another question. You said you're bringing up black women content creators tomorrow night, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. Quick question. Have you heard of Tashika by chance? The debater?
Tashika, yes, I have.
Okay. I was just asking because she pretty good too. But I like Jess though too. I like her. I follow her a lot, or I follow her and I listen. I've learned so much, like literally.
Yeah, no, the one thing that I'll say for sure is there are a lot. Christina, why would we interview you? What do you, Erica? You see Christina down in the chat? She said interview her.
Yeah, that's why I laughed.
Christina, I don't know.
Girl, bye.
I don't know. But no, the one thing that I will say for sure is there are a lot of great content creators. The one thing that I will say, regardless of what your what your opinion is, you have access to information. Not only access to information with your Googles and all this, but like TikTok has exploded with people who want to talk about politics and everything along those lines. Howdy, partner. I'm sorry. But it's exploded with people that want to talk about politics, and so like that information is there. So
They had it better than me. I'm 40 years old, and they definitely had it better than me back in the day. We had to go to the light, so we had to like get the reference book. We couldn't even check them out. So,
I know. Listen,
like, we the pages and like pay 25 cents.
Yeah. We used to have to hey, I'm about to age myself, but I'm gonna see what everybody else say. Howdy, partner. Do y'all remember the Dewey Decimal System?
Oh no! Don't do us. Wait! Don't do us like that. Wait. I just at the library.
Listen.
Here we go. You had to like hand write it out on the little card on the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the purpose of that?
Listen, wait. It was to categorize the books and everything. You listen. Once I figured out how to use the Dewey Decimal Signal,
I don't think our generation knows how it even works.
I have no idea. Once I figured out how to use that, you couldn't tell me I wasn't a man. Like I was a big stepper in the library. So
I got free period. I went down and volunteered at the library. That's where I spent my last 45 minutes of school. That's how I do it. And you do, and once you pick it up, it's literally like that. I don't even think half of the generation. No offense to the young ones, but do y'all even know what alphabetical order means? And how it really goes.
Y'all went out here in these streets. Y'all don't know anything about the sources, about needing to use an atlas.
And Britannia too. Remember Britannia?
Encyclopedias. The whole a bookshelf full of encyclopedias. You know how much encyclopedias cost?
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
$100, maybe $100, y'all. $100.
Who? No.
A book.
Oh, a book. Yeah, okay, a book.
Book. You wasn't getting that and pretending like Ren said in the comments. That's what I'm trying to
Forget the insurance salesman. They used to come to your house selling you encyclopedias.
Yeah.
Like a book a week.
Not like Avon. Not like the Avon lady.
No, you didn't say Avon. Listen. My older sister used to sell Avon. So hey, we just hit our sub goal. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway, Meeks, wait, one other thing. So if you can't make it tomorrow, because somebody just asked the question in the chat, yes, I will be recording and posting. I didn't post last night, so I still got to post last night. I'll have to post tonight, and then I'll post the one tomorrow. But yes, if you guys can't make it, go to my YouTube channel, follow the YouTube channel, and I will be posting that content there as well.
Absolutely. Okay, can I ask one question though, in place of my question that was not being able to ask right
Sure.
here on your?
Erica, can she? Is she?
Oh, is that okay, Miss Erica? I apologize.
That's my co-host. Go ahead, Erica.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. What question
Okay,
do you have?
I had to check in with Erica.
It's after 10:30. I get sleepy. That's all.
I should be going to sleep my damn self. I gotta get up to work. I get you. When it comes to Kamala, Lord, I'm tired. You're right. Why do you all think that there are you hear the white tea community when something happens injustice to the black community or people of color, something happens, especially when it comes to like a pew with unarmed right, police officers, they always want to bring, why are you making it race? Why are you making it race? Why do you think they are so focused on her on Kamala's race right now? Can I say
The distraction.
because I was on a live at BSU9. I was on a live and there was the op came up. And
Oh, he's timing you out. I'm sorry.
I'm
Because he wants to say so. He is literally you can't see him, but he's jumping out of his seat. Go ahead, Santana.
I'm sorry.
You got good questions though, Meeks.
You
Go
do,
ahead,
you do.
Santana.
You know what?
You have great
And
questions.
so, hold on.
Why does it matter now
I'm
though?
I'm gonna do this. Just because this is the second question.
You don't have to say who. You can just say when.
No. Hold
Okay.
on, because hold on.
And can I just say this last little part of it? Because this woman literally tracked down her whole history, her family's history. She did her genealogy and found out that her grandmother, quote unquote, well, she was a S owner. You know what I mean, right? S owner.
You can say slave.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. Okay. Slave owner. Well, her grandmother and her grandfather was a slave owner who happened to be white tea. And it took for another white tea man to explain to her, do you know what happened during slavery to women? During that time, they were SA'd. And he had to break it down to her. But it was just crazy that she would go that damn far and then still say, well, she's not black. Like, why now are y'all obsessed with race? Y'all keep saying we can't be not obsessed with race, but we make it about race. But now you're making about a presidential candidate about why?
Yeah. So I'm gonna share this because it's only a couple of us hanging out right now, right? And nobody's really listening. It's just us, right? And you've asked two questions, and I'm not gonna allow the question to be answered right now. But I'll say this, and guys, keep tapping the screen. Understanding that America has a history of holding women to an unreasonable standard that men aren't held to, and black women even more. Why are Trump supporters willing to believe unfounded rumors about Kamala Harris' race, intelligence, and past relationships? That's one of the questions tomorrow.
Ooh, I gotta show up then. Okay.
So we are gonna dig into it. That's why I can't, like, that's why I was saying timeout. That's one of the questions tomorrow.
My bad. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to come up here and blow.
You're good. You come in and you about to blow the whole roof off of the panel tomorrow.
My bad.
No, you're good.
I want to see you down in the comments tomorrow, Meeks, and also he does reserve some time near the end for guests to come up for questions. Yeah, so
absolutely.
Definitely.
Don't say nothing but a word, ma'am. I got 2 doctors too. Shoot, can I pick y'all brains as well?
Listen, you see,
because she keep calling me ma'am. Am I auntie now?
Yeah.
Now.
Christina, you cannot come back up tonight. They kicked you. Come back tomorrow. They use a weekly kick. You can't come back up tonight.
I will be here. I will be here. I'm
glad to hear that.
For Central Time, what is it, sir? Because you
where are you right now?
I'm Central. You did Eastern.
No, what state? What state are you in?
Minnesota. I'm Central.
Hey Alexa, what time is it in Minnesota?
Boy.
In Minnesota, it's 1:04 a.m.
So for you, it would be
she's an hour behind Eastern, so it'd be 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
There we go. It's late.
Let me go ahead and put that in the calendar.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to blow up.
It's all good. You know what? You just set the table. I'm telling you, it's gonna be really good.
No, like your question, I thought it was for something completely different that he has brewing that I'm not gonna say anything about. So like you ask some really, really great questions. Like keep them coming.
I will say for all of our new subs, please get in the Discord. get in the Discord because there is a lot that's happening, and I cannot hold water, and I end up dropping like a lot of stuff in the Discord just because I am
You
it's
get
hard
so
for me to
excited.
I do. It's hard for me to hold on to anything. Anyway, Meeks, I appreciate you so much for coming up. I appreciate you for subbing. I can't wait to see you
So much.
tomorrow.
Yes,
Come
thank you.
back.
Yes, sir. And oh, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. But thank you, doctor.
Baby, it's okay. I have accepted that at 38 years old, I am now a ma'am, and it's okay. I was
I
just
know
messing
that's
with you.
right. I
Thank
know
you
that's
so
right.
much for letting me
Have
come
a
on.
great
I will see y'all tomorrow.
Absolutely.
yes,
Thank you
thank
so
you. Have a
much.
great night.
Good night, guys.
Good
Bye.
night. All right, guys. So real quick, we're at 203,000 likes. It's 153 of us hanging out right now. Can we do a sprint? Like just a dead sprint to
Power tap.
250,000 likes. I know we can get to 250,000 likes. Listen, I'm gonna ask you guys to do something that you normally don't do. I'm gonna say let's do 4 minutes of power tapping. Just like lean in, give it all you got for like 4 minutes. Like we can do anything for 4 minutes. And if Bones was here, he would make a joke about 4 minutes. And I'm not gonna do that because I'm not him. But 4 minutes. Power tap for four
You know,
minutes.
Christina's in the comments calling me old after I called myself old.
Exactly.
Burn.
My YouTube channel, I can't remember what it is, but if you go to my link tree in my bio, it'll take you to the YouTube channel and you can subscribe there. Actually, never mind. Hold on one second. I got it. My YouTube channel is
It's Santana Jones. It's Santana Speaks. Or
Santana
you can
Speaks.
search
Yeah, there it
Santana.
is.
Yeah.
Santana Speaks. But the link tree is in the bio. Hey. Late nights with Santana. Absolutely. Christina, you're 36. Okay. Andreas, is that how you said Andreas? Andres, how are you this evening, my friend?
Good.
Good. What would you like to talk about?
Well, yeah, just first, I just wanted to let you know that I appreciated what you're doing here and the format of your lives.
Thank you.
And the mods that you have, too, are great.
Hey, I got the best mods in the business. Matter of fact, can you say hello to Omega? He's right below you.
Hey, Andres. Hello, Omega.
Perfect. Also, guys, make sure you're following Erica and Omega. These are two of the best people that I know. Please follow both of them. And also, since Omega's sitting up here as well, can we blow up his gifts for a minute? Can we just show Omega some love? Like W's in the chats, gifts to Omega. Let's just blow him up for a minute. Please, run Omega up for a minute. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, my friend.
Yeah, just the way that you conduct the lives is fantastic, and then the different topics as well. Like you said, last week you had black men in a discussion and with live creators, and then tomorrow, black women. So, I think doing that is, just makes for very interesting discussions.
Yeah, no, so I think there's an opportunity for many voices to be heard. And, the thing that I'm always reminded of, because the first president I was able to vote for was Barack Obama. And I remember the coalition that Barack Obama had to put together. And it took not only, black men or black women, but, white men, white women, Asians, like all kinds of people had to be put together in order to actually get Barack Obama into the White House. And so with that being said, we have to do the same things in order to, if we want to propel Kamala Harris to the White House, that we have to hear these different voices. And I think it's a little bit different with this election because of who Kamala Harris is running against. So not only do you see, you know, different people of different races and backgrounds and ethnicities, but you also see, you know, Republicans, you see independents, you see, so there's a true coalition that's coming together now. And so I just want to get an opportunity to shine a light on that. And I just like hearing from both sides and having like a genuine conversation, because I think that's important here in America.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I was a community organizer for President Obama in 2008 in Virginia. And let's see, I was a registered independent at that time. I also volunteered for the Democratic Party in the polls, and there was a Republican who was also there. You know, and the Republican was volunteering for the Democratic Party. So it fits with what you're saying about the coalition that Kamala Harris is bringing to the table now.
Yeah, no, I definitely, I agree with that. And even more so, like, I remember the excitement, right? The excitement that I felt when President Obama was running. And like, I literally felt that same excitement around Kamala Harris, and that's what made me want to get involved. And I've done things that I've never done because I've donated money before, but like Kamala Harris, this is the first time that I've actually I bought T-shirts and I bought a mug, and I also I've been phone banking, and I'm trying to do some canvassing. So there's a lot that I'm doing that I never did before, but that's because she legitimately energized me and engaged me, and that's why I like to hold these spaces, and not only to have these conversations, but one, dispel disinformation, two, create the conversation around what's really happening, but also three, just bring awareness, because I know a lot of people aren't paying attention to politics. A lot of people don't pay attention, and it's easy to be misled. And so I just want to do whatever I can to chip in, because I realize I can't sit back, and I have an opportunity to do more, and I'm just so happy that I've been embraced by people that are interested in doing more. So.
And I definitely feel you, Santana, and Andres. When in 2008, I was 22, I do believe, yeah, 22. And that's when President Obama was running. And it was the first time that I really felt energized. And I went door to door, did canvassing, did the phones, went to the rallies whenever he would come back to my home state. So that's how I feel about Kamala, that energy, and it feels really, really good. So I know where you guys are coming from, and it's a passion, and you see it in so many people that we just don't see on the other side. It's a good thing, and I feel like we're moving forward in the right direction, because we are
Right.
not going back.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that.
Yep.
And just one more quick thing is just the title. I know it kind of brings people in, and it's interesting, but just the statement that MAGA is officially over. Just with that, I hope it's not officially over yet. Well, of course we have to get through the election, but to me it seems like we're only starting to have good conversations with MAGA. First Trump has to be defeated first, before they'll truly listen. But I think that these lives are a fantastic place to just begin to have serious conversations to try to reach these people who are also Americans. That they're just totally misled and deceived by former President Trump, and it seems like there's a lot of stuff that we still need to work through, even after Kamala Harris wins.
Yeah, no, and I'll say this. I think that more than anything, I there's a huge difference between MAGA and Republicans, right? And I've been saying this. The reason why I have this title, right, is because I'm from South Carolina. I live on the West Coast now, but in a span of a month, I had to travel back and forth between Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. And during that time, I noticed that there was a lack of enthusiasm as far as like people that were supporting Donald Trump, which is weird in the South, right? I didn't see the flags, I didn't see the trucks, I didn't see like the billboards, the posters, and I was like, there's something up, the energy's off. And then the next thing that like raised my antenna was when I saw the response of the Village down in Florida when Kamala Harris was actually run or was announced to be running, and I was like, okay, this is something. But I say this more so in the sense of like, MAGA was a movement. 2016, whether you like it or not, MAGA was a movement. It was the right place, right time. It was lightning in a bottle. But now the enthusiasm has kind of tapered off. People are, I feel like, coming back into the light, and they're kind of taking a step back and saying, you know what, these things that we thought were okay, they're not okay. This person that wants to control our life in a lot of different ways, this is not okay. And it's time to take back our party and take back our country. So I think the Republican Party is going to make a comeback for sure. But that's why I say I think MAGA is officially over.
Okay, I respect that. That's great. And yeah, let's keep up with these lives and good discussions. And we're going to be doing a lot of work between now and Election Day.
Absolutely. We are. Hey, well, thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you spending some time with us.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks to everyone here.
Absolutely. Have a great one. Oh, wait. Hey, did you follow Erica and Omega?
Yeah, I think I followed both of them.
Okay, yep. Perfect. Thank you so much, my friend.
All right. Thank you, Santana.
Take care. You have a good evening. Christina, I see you still down in... Christina, please come back tomorrow for sure, because we're going to get you back up here. Listen, Christina, they can hold you down for tonight, but they can't hold you down after tomorrow. You can always come back tomorrow. They got you up out of here only for the night, Christina. You can come back tomorrow. Don't listen to them. You can come back tomorrow.
She only can come back tomorrow if she brings sources.
Facts only.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Paul, real quick. I'm looking at your PFP just to verify. Are you a Donald Trump supporter or a Kamala Harris supporter?
Donald Trump.
Okay. Would you like to tell me why you were voting for Donald Trump?
Well, let me ask you, why did you change your mind?
Huh?
What?
Bro,
what are you talking about, man?
You used to vote for Donald Trump?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is it?
Hey, Santana.
Mm-hmm.
One of our lovely subs just actually had a great idea.
Okay.
Let me scroll up. Monroe, she says Christina has to send a galaxy to get back up. She has to send me a galaxy if she wants to come back up. You want to come back up? Send me a galaxy. I'll take it.
Oh, okay. I mean,
yeah, I bet you won't.
I know she ain't gonna do that.
I don't want to call her. I don't want to call her the B word that ends with the E.
Yeah, we will not, because we are
I'm nice.
We are very cutesy. We are very demure, and also we have two doctors on our panel right now. We will not
like I got some sense.
Exactly. We will not do this in front of the doctors. I refuse. We will have decorum.
We will have decorum.
No, this doctor kind of likes to get under the mirror.
See, I know I like Coco for a reason.
Oh no, Dr. Coco, really? We got to keep it classy.
Ren said I'm here for some extortion.
Yeah, no, Dr. Keisha. Dr. Keisha, back me up. I know you got my back on this. We have to be demure, right?
Yeah, I have my full face for it. I have to stay cute. Yes.
Exactly. We will keep it cutesy.
I left
So
that white coat at the job.
Okay.
with that being said, Santana, when were you a Trump supporter?
I don't
Is that
know.
something you're not telling us?
No, Paul, can you break this down for me? Paul, can you tell me when was I a Trump supporter? Guys, we're at 228,000
Apologize, I
likes.
was muted. I was
Oh,
muted. Yes,
yeah, you're
I.
muted again now because I was talking. We're at 229,000 likes. Let's get howdy, partner. Let's get to 250,000 likes. Howdy, partner.
I am just now learning
This is not the
TikTok, and
remix.
this is
Oh, that
wild.
hurts. Right?
TikTok is a lot.
It's a lot. It
It's
is.
a
It's a
lot of
lot.
fun. It's so much fun. We have so much fun. Okay,
and
okay.
he just lights up every time somebody sends him something. It's great to see. It's just hilarious.
Oh, John, I caught a
Christmas
stomach cramp.
morning.
I caught a stomach cramp.
You did the whole remix, bro. The whole
That is
remix.
I
hilarious.
know. Okay.
Howdy partner remix.
Okay, Paul. Okay, Paul.
I love your red hat and attitude,
I
dude.
do too. I like listen. I love my polo hat. I took it back. I refuse. So all right, Paul, why are you voting for Trump?
Policies, border, whole 9 yards.
So words. You're voting for him because of words.
Okay, well, the healthcare, that's the big one.
Tell me about it.
Okay, I'm European. I'm U.S. citizen, living in the U.S. since 14 years of age. But nevertheless, the healthcare as a universal sucks. So that's no to Kamala.
I'm so confused. I'm not even. I ain't even gonna hold you, my boy.
You talk about healthcare,
I
but
ain't even
then
gonna
we
hold
have the
you.
concepts of a plan.
Yeah, I don't.
Concepts of a concept.
I have no idea what you're talking about, my friend. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't. I don't.
All right, so are we calling it closing time? Sorry,
No,
I had
because
to
we still
ask.
got.
Tired.
Oh, yeah. What? Well, we're at 23,000 likes. We still need 19,000 more likes. Come on, chat.
Come on, y'all. Let's
Okay,
get these
he
lights
loves
up.
his whole
We can go to
numbers.
bed. We all can go to bed. Eric
Paul.
can go.
Okay, Paul. Let me ask you a question. How is Donald Trump going to pay for the different policies that he has that you like so much?
What do you mean?
The mass deportation, all of it.
How does he plan to pay for these
Deportation. How is
things?
he gonna fix whatever Kamala and Biden has
Bro,
broke?
you got to say her name right. I mean, I can't with that. You got to say her name right, man. Or just say VP Harris or Harris. I mean, you got to no.
Okay, don't hold me to it. Don't be racist. I do have an accent. I'm
What?
sorry.
Hold up. Let's not do that.
Uh-huh.
Let's not do that. All I
Also,
asked you was to say her name right.
also, black people can't be racist. But go off.
Exactly. I mean, don't call me racist because
We
What?
didn't call no
Nobody
one
called you
called you
racist, man.
language.
racist. Okay,
What's that?
I told you this was gonna be fun. I told you.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Erica,
fun. Come on.
I cannot, Eric.
I told you
Come
it's
on,
gonna be
Eric.
fun.
You have a red hat. I believe
What?
in MAGA.
Who is Eric?
Who?
That's not you? Okay.
Man, come on now, bro.
It's literally right here. It's right here.
Dude, it's freaking 2:30 a.m.
And your point being what?
The what?
Between you and Christina,
What is happening? Hold on, we are not going to lump Christina in the same boat. Christina, if you still here, Christina, are you still here? I will not let them. Christina, I will not let them lump you in with this guy. Christina, I will not. I got your back.
Why?
Oh wow,
Christina, we all we got. I'm here.
Kay said she's on timeout.
Not in front of the doctors.
Did somebody mute Christina? Y'all better not have muted Christina.
I didn't mute her. I was laughing. I didn't mute her.
Matter of fact,
doctors, guys.
Can we get a free Christina in the chats? Everybody free Christina.
Kay said she had to take a lap.
Kay, did you mute Christina? Look, y'all talking about no. How y'all gonna tell me no? What in the world is happening?
They covering
Everyone's
for you,
like,
Kay.
no,
They covering
nah.
for you down there in the comments.
Yeah.
Even Wu-Tang was like, nah.
Everybody.
Kay muted her.
Christina, I know you still here and you can hear me. Howdy, partner. Paul, make a point, please.
Yes.
Howdy, partner.
Thank you, Wu-Tang.
Paul, make a point, please.
Yeah, come.
Oh, we got a phone call. See, that's God.
That is God. That's God.
That's divine intervention, man.
That is God. That is God trying to tell us something.
Look at God.
Time to go.
Hey,
They
Paul.
say the color
Hey,
purple.
Paul.
Time to wrap it up. Let's go.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Thank you. See, me and Eric are ready to go to bed. I don't know. Just, come on, y'all. Tap this up before we go to bed.
Dr. Coco, Dr. Keisha, I've held both of you hostage, and you both have to. Hi, the partner. You both have to come back tomorrow, and not only for the women's panel, but like you guys are family now. That's why I kept you up here on the panel, and I didn't, kick you guys. So, like this is you two are part of this show now as well. So like we're locked in.
I was laughing. I was like, I feel like a family reunion when you that side of the family that you didn't meet the cousins, and all of a sudden y'all all just start getting along, but y'all didn't know each other.
No, what Pac say on poetic justice? Cousin.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, I'm old. I started thinking of the OJs. Good God.
Cap on the cap. Would either one of you like to say anything before I let you two lovely human beings go?
I would just really quick. I really appreciate the warmness that this group has given from the host to the panel to the mods to the comment section. I have had a really good time, and I will definitely be back. So
I'm so glad to hear that. Yes. We doing something right, Santana.
I know, right? Hey, it's all Omega. Yeah, I promise you guys. Listen,
I know, right?
Listen, Omega writes all my material. Boom.
I'm like Kevin Hart's wife.
Hi, partner.
Credit though. Ex-wife, I don't get any credit though. Kevin Hart's ex-wife. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Just in the wings.
Kay, what happened? Kay, were you trying to come up? You just like you came up and then you went away. Kay, were you coming up?
Kay, yeah, she was just.
She was tapping. Okay.
She said Christina's 5 minutes is almost up. So.
Yeah, Christina gonna come back with fury if we don't close this out. She gonna let all y'all have it. And you know what? I got Christina. Howdy, partner. I got Christina's back. So y'all free Christina.
Shut up, Dom. For real. You doing too much, bro.
Free Christina until it's backwards.
I bet she gonna come back tomorrow.
She is.
She gonna come back tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
She gonna try to come on the women's panel tomorrow, and if she does, she is.
Christine, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Mama Rebel talking about no.
Shay does. Shay is not playing with her.
No.
Yeah.
Dr. Keisha, would you like to say anything?
Well, thank you. I appreciate the warmness as well. I come from Clubhouse, so this is interesting. I'm learning all these buttons. I was like, okay, what am I supposed to tap? It's fun.
Just tap the screen. Just tap the screen. That's all we need.
Only ask I have is that you follow the Medical Collective. I got a group of Black and brown doctors, and we just talked about healthcare and election and debunked it. So I've been recording those. It's a podcast. It's in your favorite. I have Apple, so you can check it out on the Apple Podcast or Spotify. Season 1's already, episode 1 is out. Episode 2 and 3 are all election and healthcare. So poor man that was just up here, we have some information for you about healthcare because it's not what you think. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm most definitely follow.
You guys stay patient.
Yeah, no, I just gave you a follow, and also Dr. Coco, if you're still in the chat, I just gave you a follow as well. Dr. Keisha, did you follow Erica and Omega?
Oh, yeah, I'd be happy. Okay, no, I haven't followed Omega. Let me see how to do that.
Yeah, follow Omega. Dr. Coco, you too.
I got you.
Everybody, if you guys haven't followed Omega as well, follow both. Hi, the partner. Boom, and that's how you close out a night. Another hat on the hat. Make sure you follow both Omega and Erica. So
everybody, we're almost to. We just got to get 10K more.
9K.
If we power tap.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much, Dr. Keisha. You know what? I followed you for a reason. My mind started spinning for a second, so I might shoot you a DM. Be on the lookout.
Sounds good. Take care, y'all.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful
Thank you. Have a great night.
Omega.
Okay. Oh, it's on me now.
The floor is yours, my brother.
Well, damn, I was gonna say something to Christina, but
oh, she gonna be back tomorrow.
So,
free Christina until it's backwards.
She'll be back. But you know, as always, I love you guys. I love you, Erica. I love you, Dom. I love you more. Everybody, and Kay, that's our hitter right there.
Kay is
all our mods, all our crew, and everything. But I took my sleeping pill. I'm about to go to sleep.
All right, good night, my brother. I appreciate you.
Everybody, tap. We're almost to 250K. So just tap, or we can close this out.
Yeah, I mean we're right. We're right that we only need 6,000 more. So, I mean, you know, if you guys love me, we'll do 250. But if you don't love me, just say you don't love me. Like if that's the case, if y'all don't, you know.
Oh wow.
If you don't love me, just say it. Gosh. All right. Good night, my brother.
Alienation of affection, man.
Yeah.
Good night,
But
Omega.
you don't drop me down. I'm gonna be down here power tapping.
All right, I appreciate you, my brother.
You're welcome, man.
E, it's on you.
It's on me. I'm doing something really quick.
Listen, guys. One last.
Queenie, you subscription.
She said, "You get a subscription."
There we go. Awesome. I'm putting the phone down. Oh, is it okay? No, I am just. I love it here. You know I do. This is so much fun.
It was a fun night. It was interesting.
It's just so much fun. Yeah. I feel like every single time, even though we can talk about, you know, some of the same points, sometimes it's always different because it's different people. So and the energy tonight was great. The people that we had up, even the ops, they were a little wild. They were little chaos agents. I wanted to say that, but then I think Rebel beat me to it. But it was fun tonight. I had fun. Of course, I always love the chat. Our mods are the best mods to ever do it. I just appreciate it. And Santana, look at your likes.
250. Boom.
Awesome. Thank you guys so very much for the support. I am about to drop down. I'm going to go watch Mysteries at the Museum and go to sleep.
I know
that's
what
I'm going to do.
I know
All
that's
right. Thank you. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you so much. Have a great night.
You as well. I'll see you tomorrow. Guys, we did it. Listen real quick for everybody that's left in the chat. I want to do a raid. Please. We tried to do this last night. She had already got off. let's raid Jessica Simone. Let's raid her. And even if you don't stay for that long, please, I just want to get this raid off. So let's everybody jump over to her live, put Santana raid. This is her information. It's right here. Let's go raid Jessica. So everybody hop over to Jessica's live. I'm gonna go over. We're gonna raid it together. We're running up in her spot. We're running up in a Santana raid. Please, please, please. Everybody. Santana raid. Let's go raid Jessica. Please, please, please. Hey, I love you all. Thank you all for being here. You guys are the best. I'll see you over at Jessica's live. And as always, peace.